team ever is a great thing to see.
We have some of that example there of the space taking in round 17. Is that what we're looking at?
You know, approach from Bait and how confident they felt, obviously, at this point in the game, right? Even though they're in a 3v4 now, a 2v3, you're going to see Essential just send it, really. With an 8-round cushion, you can definitely do.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, it's
You're
closing out the game, and as Freya said and asked about in the interview with MPL as well, you know, it's what happens when you just have an endless amount of confidence. You know, it's a good Molotov to create a bit of space, and as you said, full sending it. And at the end of the day, what could go wrong in this game for B8?
Yeah, I don't know. The second half start with Essential, and then they run out 10.
Yo, chat was good.
Right there. Let's go ahead and look at the brackets. We got to catch everybody up to speed where we are now that we have just seen Vitality.
Was good, chat. Gavzino, hi man. How we doing, bro? How we doing? Knowles was good.
We're gonna start around Group B. Yanko, what you got?
Sweet. There we go.
Yeah.
Was good,
B.
Frost. My guy. Chat, how we feeling?
FaZe already made it.
Happy Friday, man. It's the end of the week.
We got,
the weekend is
NMP
practically here.
Today, eliminate BB team.
This week went by quick, bro.
With Astralis,
just made attach depressed. What the? What'd you do to attach? What did you say to him?
In that lower bracket, assuming MIBI will beat K27, then you got a Brazilian player there.
Okay, so here we go. Now I had to just draw this real quick myself, but
man,
with that
great job.
Chat, yo, CDL Rostermania is still popping, huh? My new 100T play and like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, and that is, as I said, arguably
Kings was good.
the tournament so far. Bigger.
Bro, chat, it's Rostermania is still popping, bro. You guys seeing this whole simp to Falcons thing? Is simp going to the Falcons?
And arguably are facing who I consider to be the worst team left in the tournament in Linvision Gaming. They have been failing consistently to do anything impressive for quite some time. So even a Vitality
Optic scrap? Dude, what's going on, bro? Scrap to Optic.
Yeah,
Book to Optic, simp to Falcons, simp to Gentlemates, scrap to FaZe, Hydra to Gentlemates, scrap to Gentlemates. You want? Well, should we just keep going? Should we keep going?
Linvision, but their playoff bracket.
Pred and Civ and Skies to Surge.
Without saying, if they play at the level they did against Bait, you're not going to see them lift the trophy.
If we know the luck of Falcons, it'll probably be Vitality.
Hell yeah, Knowles, let's go.
Round, you know, so.
Somehow.
When does FaZe play today? What, CS? I have no idea. Let me see.
Considering the track record.
At this point, hey guys,
what group are they? They're B? They don't even play today. They already advanced.
Going toe to toe.
So they're already done.
These teams exactly where they want to be as far
so they won't play again until like Wednesday next week, probably, or Thursday next week.
ESPORTS World Cup in 2026.
Ian was good. Max was good. Did Vitality lose? I didn't even see that. Lyro, my guy, was good, man. Hope Hex re-signs Swooty at the end of the month. I think he will, bro. I definitely think he will. I think Swooty is Swooty's gonna be the long-term play of like.
Whenever we let it out,
bro, because you got to think, eventually, hopefully it's not anytime soon, nor do I think it's going to be. Eventually,
now imagine an entire city,
you know, like Scump, Bose, Zinni, like some of these guys, as they get older, are probably going to want to step back from content. You got to start investing in the young guys, the young talents, to be kind of like the fill-ins one day. And Swooty's like, what, 22, 23 years old? I think they got to keep him around. You plan for the future, especially because so many people want him to stick around. Like, so many people like him. If Simp is gettable, wouldn't Merc be gettable? Maybe. Depends, I guess. Optic might never want to get rid of Merc, and FaZe might be okay with it. I don't see why they would be, but... yeah, Simp to Falcons is the latest rumor. That CDL Mina account, I think, tweeted it. Don't think we can still possibly keep Ernie or Paco. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, Venicity. The problem is the Thieves can pay Scrap and Paco. They just don't really have like an enticing enough. They don't have much leverage because those guys just had an underwhelming year with Abizi and Neum. So the only way I see it happening is if they say, hey, we'll bring you in and we'll get whoever you want the team with, which could mean dropping Abizi or Neum and picking up 2 other players. But I mean, they could go play for the Gentlemates fan base with Joe Deceives. They could go, FaZe or Optic could give either of them an offer. Yeah, Ryan, I think Hydra doesn't get an offer and he retires. Definitely. Dude, Frost, you gotta do it, bro. But what did the Thieves roster look like next year? I don't know. A BZ Neum. I could see Envoy or Dan coming back. I could see him trying to spend money to get Kremp. Maybe they put their hat in the Rencor race. I still think the Thieves team will be solid next year, but they're just not going to be a favorite, I don't think. Which I don't necessarily mind. It just, you know, it sucks to lose the superstars. Let's go, Coletta. What do you think is the best SMG duo with Abe? Envoy, Kremp, Estriel? Maybe Kremp. I could see Kremp, or maybe Estriel if you're going to let a BZ kind of like focus on slaying. But I could see let a BZ be the entry and let Kremp slay out behind him. I'm hoping for the best too, bro. Sue was good, man. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with the Thieves and Rostermania, right? I mean, we gotta wait to see what happens with FaZe and Optic if they decide to change. No, it sounds like I think the if Simp's under contract is still a little bit uncertain, but I was listening to Ben this morning and it sounds like Simp re-signed to FaZe. So it would require a buyout from Falcons or Gentlemates or someone if they were trying to get him. So, but like, how much is a buyout for Simp? Like, 400K? 500K? Cohen, that account apparently is pretty solid at Intel for the MENA region, but again, anything that's... Chat, you gotta remember, anything that people are tweeting, even if it's like Ghost of Hope, like, it doesn't mean that shit's happening. You know what I mean? Just because, like, that MENA account just tweeted, like, the Falcons want to get Simp. Everybody wants to get Simp. Like, I'm sure they might be trying to figure out how they can do it. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean Simp wants to leave FaZe. It doesn't mean they can even work out a deal with FaZe. Like, you know what I mean? The amount of, like, just bullshit leaks and rumors, though, on the timeline, it gets worse every year. It genuinely gets worse every year. It's kind of insane, bro, because, like, Twitter doesn't even pay that good. So, like, why are you just, so you're just lying for the fun of it? Or are you lying for, like, $13 a month in Twitter paycheck? I haven't really seen much about it, Bruiser, now. Nah, most of the accounts just literally are just saying random shit, bro. Yeah, Frost, I'm not surprised. The Mates fans all have... Bro, because then there's like French accounts posting, like, confirmed, scrap to Optic, deal secured. And I'm like, bro, you're just making things up. Have you heard if C9 is selling? Dude, I don't know what C9's doing. A few weeks ago when the whole Boston thing came out, it was rumored that C9 was selling. And then I heard C9 was sticking around and they were going to pay a little bit more money. And then I heard they were selling. And then I heard they were sticking around. So I have no idea. Oh, yeah, Cohen. COD Discussion is a moron, bro. No disrespect to him, like, personally. But, like, his Twitter presence is brain dead. Obviously, I don't know the guy personally. He just baits on the timeline. I don't understand the enjoyment in, like, just lying or rage baiting, bro. It makes no sense. Like, what is fun about that? Like, I don't get it. Seen a post on YouTube that Scrap is replacing Merc? Yeah. Well, Donnie Temp wants Optic to drop Merc for Scrap, so it could also be part of that. All the Mates fans also believe it is what makes it dumb. I mean, bro, people just see things on Twitter and they just believe it. It's not even just Mates fans. It's literally everybody. Everyone, people just believe random things, dude. I don't know. I'm sure the Falcons are talking to FaZe about trying to get Simp. Like, we know the Falcons have money, and if the rumors of them wanting to build a God Squad are true, I don't see why they wouldn't be at least trying to have the conversation, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. You ever play any CS? I haven't played CS in like a year, but I have like 2,000 hours. Why do you think players are underestimating 100T? What, like players that could come to Thieves? I mean, the Thieves just don't have the same leverage as these other squads. Falcons can offer double the salary. Gentlemates can offer a massive fan base and teaming with Joe Deceives. Optic is Optic and FaZe is FaZe. Like, don't get me wrong, the Thieves brand, I think, is strong, and the Thieves are going to pay a competitive salary, but, like, especially when it comes to Scrap and Hydra, like, they just teamed with... They just teamed with Simp and Abizi, or Simp and Abizi. They just teamed with Abizi and Neum and didn't find success. Ben says Envoy likely goes back to LAT. Shit, dude, Envoy's like our version of Hook. Now, I don't think Simp would leave FaZe either, but... Bro, if they come to Simp and they say, yo, we're gonna pay you, you know, $800,000, $1 million. Right? You can come team here, and we're going to bring Scrap and Hydra in as well. Like, you got a God Squad, you're getting paid a shit ton of money. You try to, like, end out your career with a few years just running up champs wins. But I don't see why FaZe would get rid of Simp. Like, I just don't see why Kason or, like, Paul Hamilton or whoever, you know, would ever want to do that. Unless they're getting an insane buyout, and Simp is like, yeah, I can go. Like, I don't mind. What's the esports record for highest transfer fee? I don't know. I think it's in the millions from like CS or League, probably. Last night, Sweetie says 100. He's 100 locked in teaming with Envoy next season. Yo, Abizi, Envoy, Neum, and Swooty, LA Thieves 2027. What do we think? You know? Let's run it. Maybe with Swooty we'll make some content. Holy shit. Thoughts on Scrap in the Optic jersey? He looked good, man. He looked good. It gave me a sharp pain in my chest, but he looked good. I'll give it to him. Estrel, Abizi, Neum. I don't know if the other are. Yeah, I would be down for Estrel to come to Thieves. I think Estrel's really good. I really like Estrel. I think there's a good bit of like tier 2 free agents on the market that Thieves could go after and still build a competitive roster that can like fight for Sundays and things like that. But with the way the Rostermania looks like it's shaking out, it's going to be very hard to build a roster that can consistently compete against the likes of like Optic, FaZe, Mates, Falcons, or, you know, depending on where the big free agents go amongst those 4 teams. Let's go, Starscream. Yeah, Void, it's tough, bro. It's tough. I'm happy for Ken, though. I mean, listen, Kenny's a great personality, a great dude, and I'm happy he got the Optic offer. I do wish he was on Thieves, but, you know, things happen. There's reasons. There's the reason he's not, obviously. I don't know what it is, but it be what it be, right? MW4 is gonna be a fun casual game, not a pro game. Frick. I'd rather it be fun pro game than casual game at this point in my life. Oh man, dude. I just want to see if the Falcons are actually about to absolutely splash the cash, bro. They're apparently trying. I just want to see if it's actually going to happen. What's good, Terry? You hyped for MW4? I always get a little bit excited. Hella cool name. Appreciate the sub. I always get a little excited for the new CODs. Because, like, it's COD. I mean, I've been playing COD for 20 years. But I just don't have expectations anymore that it's, like, it's going to be something I want to play for more than, like, a couple weeks or a month. But usually the closer until the game comes out, the more I get excited, because it's just how it goes. Trav, my guy, was good. Still group stage, Ryan. Still group stage. If Thieves lose, they're out. If they win, they have to play again on Sunday. Just gotta wait till ranked is out. Yeah, usually when ranked comes out, it's like a nice little... I mean, that's why they release ranked in like January and not at launch of the game, is to bring people back. And it works, because I usually will hop on. But then I play ranked, and it's like, unless I'm queuing up with the boys, it's just not worth it. I ain't solo queuing that shit, bro. I don't got that passion. I'm not solo queuing. I hope the Thieves win this game, bro. I really hope they win this game. I don't even know who they play if they do win. Like, I don't know who they're likely to even play. Oh, they play Mouse. Ah, shit, it's cooked. Even if they win this, they have to play Mouse, bro. It's cooked. We gotta hope for an absolute banger. Beta next week? Yeah, the beta, COD Next is 1 week from now. We will be live watching. COD Next is next Friday? Yeah, EWC is 2 weeks, Ryan. Because there's a lot of teams for Counter-Strike. I think there's like 6. Is there? How many teams are there? Is there 32? I think it's 32, right? It's like 8 per group. What would this win do for 100T club ranking? Nothing. Well, I think they have to make it out of the group before they even get a little bit of points. But honestly, I don't even know if they get points for... They might have to win a playoff match to get points. So it's probably cooked, unfortunately, but they have the potential. They just really have to. They probably have to win like 2, if not 3 games to get any club points. The best of 3? Yeah, it's the best of 3 today. For some reason, only the first match was the best of 1. Nah, no COD Next invite, Terry. It's all good. No, I'm not nearly big enough to get invited to COD Next, obviously. Yeah, what's good, man? Yeah, thank God Valorant won, bro. If Val didn't win EWC, I mean, it'd be cooked. They'd probably place like top 20 instead of maybe top 10. 100T's playing P-Vision today. I feel like 100T played P-Vision. I feel like I remember them playing them at another point this year. I don't know if I'm faded or not. I might be faded. I don't know why. I feel like I remember. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I might be faded. Maybe they were gonna play them or they were ranked near him at one point. Carbo, thank you for the follow.
I don't know if I can swear, but fuck, I thought we were gonna go home. He gives me clutch. See that Zombie's just killing everybody and clutching it out.
Aegis hit gives me 1 versus 1. And we're going to overtime.
W Aura.
Yeah, it feels amazing.
Yeah,
it
and
really hard last season to get into something, but tier 2 and tier 3, that's the area down there. It's like hell. You get stuck, and it's just really hard to grind points.
Yeah, Terry, it's pretty hot. It's been like 100 every day.
Like a Spirit, Navi, Mouse. The pace of the game and the way that it's flowing is more natural to me than what the tier 2 seems.
And yeah, Matt, I love seeing Scrap in an Optic jersey. It totally didn't make me upset. It's okay, he's going to be wearing a FaZe or a Falcons or a Gentlemate jersey anyway next year. What's the difference at this point?
Then we're like, okay. And then we've tried to fix it, which is really good. I had teams in the past where we're looking at mistakes and then we're kind of just sweeping it under the rug instead of taking it up.
What would you like to be able to show or prove to people here in Paris?
Fun Counter-Strike, explosive,
Probably Rain, Ryan.
Basically well done.
But
Well, you've got Jame and
Look
Flip
at 'em.
on one side, Device and Rain on the other.
So
And
tough.
To be honest with you all, that's a pretty absurd amount of championship experience.
They gotta go
for a
win though here.
lower bracket matchup.
They're
Welcome
out,
back
James,
to
if they lose.
Esports
If
World Cup
Thieves lose this, they're
2026
out.
Paris, P-Vision, and 100 Thieves.
Oh shit, CDL
ready to
Intel
lock
tweet.
horns.
Well, be careful what you wish for. You might just get it, right? Rain was
Apparently.
asking for more Tier 1 Counter-Strike. Got Vitality in the first round. Didn't go all too hot. And now P-Vision, no slouches.
Falcons are
themselves.
expected to enter the Simp sweepstakes. However, Xnid would have to be dropped for him to join. I mean, yeah, this is what that CDL Mina account tweeted earlier. Right? I mean, obviously. See, again, the thing with this is it doesn't mean... Yeah, the Thieves have Device as well. It doesn't mean Simps going to Falcons. Falcons entering the sweepstakes could deadass mean they just sent Kason a text and said, yo, can we talk about Simp? That literally could be the extent of it. Or it could be they had full-fledged meetings and agreed on numbers and the Falcons are trying to decide if they want to do it. Right? It could be anywhere in the middle of that. I mean, listen, bro. Yeah, the word on the street is the Falcons are trying to do Simp Hydra Scrap Celium. But the odds of that happening feel kind of low, but also like, I mean, if you're any of those players, how would you not want a team with that squad? I mean, that team would be absurd. That team would be absolutely absurd. Expensive. Because the thing is, like, bro, Scrap and Hydra are free agents. So there's no buyout. You know what I mean? Like, they're not paying a buyout. So what are you going to do? You're going to go to these guys, offer them all, like, 800K salaries. Everyone on the team's making 800? Or something like that. And then just, bro, 3.2 million in salaries is absurd, by the way, if that's actually what happens. Who grabs Hill Time? It'd probably be honestly relatively split, but it'd probably be like Simp and Scrap would probably be in it a little bit more than the other two. Hydra would definitely not be touching the hill. He'd be flying, bro. The true LAT losing Scrap and Hydra? Yeah, there's basically no chance they keep Scrap and Hydra, unfortunately. Things would have to... It would... The only way Thieves keep Scrap and Hydra, or one or the other, basically, is if Optic and FaZe don't change. Falcons decide, all right, let's just... Instead of building the super team, let's just run it back one more year with kind of like the squad we had last year, at least the core of it. And for some reason, they say no to Gentlemates. Bloody was good, man. Hey, P, what's good, man? Did you watch the first few minutes of the video I sent you? No, I didn't even see you send me a video. I don't even have Discord open. I mean, bro, like... It would be... If they actually get Simp, Hydra, and Scrap, the team would sell. It'd be insane. How much of Legacy Week did you watch? I watched a little bit. I watched a bit of it. But not a ton. See you next season? Yeah, Drip, I'm going to events next year. This year was watch party year. It went great. But next year, I'm hitting the road. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting the road. Falcons love Xnid too much. I think that's a community sentiment that's not true, bro. Don't get me wrong. I think the Falcons do love Xnid, but if they can build a super team, they're dropping him. I think people just assume they're not going to drop him, which is kind of random for us to just assume that. Because, like, why? Like, just because he's it's just because he's from Saudi Arabia and they're a Saudi Arabian team. We just assume they would never drop him. I don't really know. But this is pretty crazy, bro, if this happens. It's Kenny hinting that people who run 100 Ts, the reason he didn't go back. Well, yeah. I don't really got much to say, I don't think. Exit teams with Sib and Pred, you think? I mean, they could loan him out. I do think Exit is a league quality player. I just think it's just kind of like, do you pick up Xnit or do you pick up another, like, you know, average player or like challengers player that maybe speaks like more like fluent English and just kind of like, you just go with that? You just go with that at that point? I don't know, bro. I don't know. We're going to see. Again, like, the odds of FaZe getting, like, selling Simp feels really low, bro. It feels really low. But it doesn't mean it's not possible.
Hey, bro, I would for one cry when you guys won chance. Once again, thank you for playing. But, I mean, yeah, optics.
I don't know if I can watch this, bro. The music might copyright me.
Obviously a place I want to be, and they've always treated me right. So there's a little, I've seen some tweets, and I'm not gonna really speak on it, that like LAT versus why I'm now LAT versus Optic content wise. I plead the fifth. No comment, but just know there's a reason.
That's never good.
There's a reason.
That's never good.
But no comment. Shout out LAT. Some of it. Not the team. No, let's just say it. Let me make sure I before this. Listen, nothing against the team. Players, all the players I play with, coaches, everything, good. I'm good with them. But yeah, listen, it ain't no narrative to run, bro. It's as simple as that. I was invited to the Optic. It's as simple as this. I was invited to the Optic watch party. Shit was godlike. Got the offer. Yo, you want to do this permanently? Yes. Obviously won a world championship, won chips for Optic. Like, how can I not? How can I not? I'm not gonna speak on anything. Like I said, it's a weird ass narrative going around, bro. It is what it is. Like, I feel like, I mean, I definitely was on LAT a lot longer, but I mean, bro, listen, bro, life is what it is, bro. You go with. Listen, one thing I learned is you just keep going with the shit that makes you happy, bro. Shit that makes you happy. That
he
you
ain't wrong,
you
bro.
Just keep going that path. When you
he ain't wrong, bro. That is definitely what you should do. Just do what makes you happy. I have it in the bio of like every one of my social medias, bro. It's true.
MW4 is going to be 1 million times better than both 6 and 7.
Splitty, I hope it is, dude. I really hope. It's going to be very interesting to see the adaptation instantly from like cracked out movement to just like back to playing like you weigh 1 million pounds in an Infinity Ward game. But it'll be fun. Well, it'll be fun to experience for a little bit, and then it'll probably be annoying. Appreciate the $7.99 Splitty, my guy. But yeah, Rick, you know, sucks. That sucks. What's good, PD? How we doing, bro? Man, can you imagine Simp? I seriously don't see a world where FaZe sells Simp unless Simp says he wants to go. Then I don't think they'll hold him hostage. But why would Simp want to go other than like to just, I mean, I guess he'd make a lot of money, bro. I mean, he's probably going to get his salary doubled, tripled, something along those lines if he was to go play for Falcons. Yeah, Rick. Trust me, brother. I've heard things. Trust me. Simp ain't leaving FaZe. Like, Scrap going to FaZe play with him. Yeah, I could see Scrap going to FaZe as well at this point. I could see Scrap going to FaZe as well at this point, and just maybe like, you know, that sort of keeps, and maybe gets Simp like a little bit of a pay bump or something along those lines. But I don't know. Simp, Hydra, Scrap, Celium on the Falcons. If they pull off what they want to pull off, oh man. Oh man. It would not be good for the league. At that point, it's like, who's even who else is even, if Falcons are Simp, Scrap, Hydra, Cell, other than Optic, is any other team even competitive? Like, can any other team actually compete against them? I don't even think you can. Like, unless like some team builds a squad that ends up being godlike at MW4 that like you don't expect. Like, I don't even know if anyone else is competitive. It might literally just be Optic against Falcons all year. What's the highest salary a CDL player has got? Apparently, Celium gets paid like 800K. I think that's the highest. I mean, apparently, Scump was making over $1 million back in the beginning of the CDL, but I don't know if that was... that might have been like a combo of like player plus like maybe content shit. We signed Draza back to LAT. I mean, if FaZe sells Simp and they decide to just chalk it and sell like everybody to just get bread, maybe. Maybe. That would be kind of cool.
It's been such a wild period for P-Vision. The last 7 months has been all over the place almost, you know, starting off the year by winning the Blast Bounty. We're in the final.
Yeah, so P-Vision is
well,
like...
you know, one of the most stacked tournaments we've had all year outside of the major, and then all of a sudden you go into a period where things are not working out.
They're ranked in like the top 15. The Thieves are like, what, top 30? It's going to be tough.
And tries to make a bit of a comeback. Now Slackjacks are coming in, you know, off to a decent start, you know. Again, small sample size, but looks somewhat promising. And as you also said, and I very much agree with the fact that Flit is now coming in with a bit more of that experience, you know, not necessarily...
Scrap Beans, X-Nid Pred, can you imagine?
Well, it starts to look like a more well-rounded project, but let's not be
just full-on trash talk.
Time third, fourth in the world, you know, and people were like, maybe this is where we need to expect P-Vision to be at for the future. I think it's one of those cases where the higher you fly, the harder you fall.
I think that speaks more about the state of some of the other teams at the time, and on paper the teams that should have been contenders. But I think there's no doubt that they've upgraded their roster and pretty much in a significant manner. So let's see now how long does it take.
Rick, it looked dude, Optic Legacy Week is just so cool. I mean, the tweet that I put out actually absolutely popped off. It's just like,
we could do a little bit of a theorizing
Optic
here,
just does so many cool things, bro.
The 100 Thieves loss.
They do so many cool things, and like I will also say the Gentlemates also do really cool shit. I just don't speak French, so obviously I'm not really consuming that content. Zeus, my guy, 80 stream streak. Let's go. It's just like, bro, I will say in the Thieves' defense, it is much harder for them to do cool shit like Optic in terms of COD, being as their team is halfway across the country from where like the entirety of the 100 Thieves staff and compound is. I will give them that benefit of the doubt. But we still barely post YouTube videos, so like,
at least from the side of
Vision,
right?
No, and the Nubis
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Dust too as well makes an awful lot of sense. That's a James speciality, and that's a P-Vision.
We got Anubis,
well.
Dust.
I'm quite curious, you know, to why Gisby felt that it was such a comfortable map veto for them, and
Ancient. Ooh. Okay, so 100C picked Dust. Gotta win map 2. We got the podcast. Yeah, but they posted like what, 4 podcast episodes in like the last. How many podcasts did they actually post Scrap and Hydra on the team? Like maybe a handful in 2 years.
Would pick Ancient, then Dusto would be the decider, so just a different order.
Yeah, facts. Joe going to mates mid-season definitely made the Rostermania much different.
That's why I say
Angel was good.
Will also be prepared. I think they knew Anubis was coming, so let's see if they have enough in store to surprise Thieves on the map.
Let's find out who's got it all here at the very end of this.
Seen the Bans video?
Day full of it. So Anubis, Dust 2, Ancient.
He said more teams have hit up DK and Mythics than Ethan. Yeah.
Go get your phone out, scan it.
After EWC, I had heard that the interest in Ethan did dry up a bit, but I do know there are still teams interested. Which is unfortunate because I do think Ethan's clearly good. He passes the eye test. If you like watch the games and you actually know what to look for, he's going to be good. I mean, he was great at the Pro-Am and he was bad at EWC, but because EWC was the more recent one, that's all people care about. He was the best Challengers player at the Pro-Am, but he got pooped on at EWC a bit.
Just saw Bates make it to playoffs. Well, this one doesn't.
I do wonder what Surge are going to do. Are they going to bring in Mythics or are they going to go with Nep? I do feel like Neptune, Pred, and Sib as a trio would be a recipe for disaster, but maybe with the right management, maybe with like a Rambo Ray coach, someone that can really manage the personalities, could maybe make it work. Think Optic get Ernie and move Merc to a sub? No. If Optic make a move, it's for Hydra. Or maybe they snag us, they steal the Simp deal. Ghost EM Krempa Beezy. That would be probably one of the better teams that Thieves can put together. I think Ghosty and Neum would take a second to work together.
I think if there's one
But
thing that we've seen, it's that Stan and James.
hey, Terry with the 4 months, my guy. Appreciate you, Terry.
Players you never heard.
Chat with 2 subs off 200 on Twitch. Let's go.
That's their whole thing.
Simp deal would be nuts. I mean, listen, if it comes out that FaZe is willing to sell Simp and Simp is willing to leave, you never know what could happen, bro. Chat, we're in. We're going to keep yapping about COD and Rostermania, obviously, but 100 Thieves taking on P-Vision. Lose and you go home here at EWC. Best of 3 as well, so minimum of 2 maps. And we're getting shit on.
Out of P-Vision.
Let me make my cam a little smaller here.
And out of the CT's vision right now, Rain on this backstab. Well, here's the thing. You think you've outsmarted them. You think you pulled one past James. You have not. He's actually more patient than you. I hate to break it to you. There he is. Rain shot in the back of the head.
Look into the camera right now and say with a straight face you think Simp will leave FaZe. I can't, bro, because I don't think he's going to leave FaZe.
Gnarly. Device dead.
I think it's more likely Scrap goes to FaZe than Simp leaves FaZe.
For P-Vision.
Gives me a trouble in that BO1 against Vitality. Talked about it being good learning experience.
Okay, that was not great, but it happens. This is a T-sided map. Hey, there you go. We're gonna be fine.
Individual impact on the board, which is not.
We're gonna be fine.
Open qualifier run. 400 Thieves. Gizmy was putting on record-breaking.
Ghost of Hope replies. What is Hope saying, bro?
Showed up massively in their run. Not an easy one either.
The Benjay?
Found that incredible 1v2 clutch to stay alive in that tournament over BC game.
Which reply? Hope is on a reply streak right now. He's replied like 1,000 times in the last 10 minutes.
This way knows what's coming. How many?
Oh, 1 by 1. Let's get ran.
Oh, Zway Farm. He loves this.
Ah, piss.
Click comes in to help him, and they all get a couple of the ecos. What's Gizmy up to?
Hell yeah, Angel.
Gonna find him.
Just hanging out.
Simp has new agent.
You up?
Oh, he said I heard something about him having a new agent. Maybe he has a new agent, and his agent's really
exciting now that Gizmy's in it.
trying to put in some work to get him paid.
Also, clearly, if there's one thing we've learned from Monty at the major to Luminosity now, it's that he had a huge part.
Zuma said Paul Hamilton's willing to pay whatever to keep Simp for life. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think the only... I don't see why FaZe would let him go. The only way I see it happening is if Simp says, like, I want out. Which I don't see Simp doing, but I also don't know Simp, so, like...
Yeah, you know, a round would start.
You know, I can only guess based off the success he's had on FaZe. Why would he want to leave?
Yeah, Gizmy's not that guy. Very vocal guy. Came up in the UK scene. Played international very early on this Monty, you know, bounced back and forth between the main and academy.
All right, not a great start. Not a great start, but we got guns now. Let's get it. They only got 1 AK.
And yeah, he's had to take
really don't want to lose. Yeah, really don't want to lose this round.
The VRS position in this squad.
Boy,
clearly this is a team that is
gives up an M4 for free. Okay, that's not good.
Echelons of CS certainly has the skill to do so. Device has also had a massive uptick in the last 6 months, or last 3 months rather, versus when he first joined this team.
Yeah. Which I think has just been very cool to see. I was always a little bit worried that we
also the house in Atlanta.
You know, too far
Simp?
past the Device prime.
Maybe. I don't actually know.
Resurgence. It's a good sign because man, when you're
their office is in Dallas, so
you know at his best. Oh, there's nothing.
Reaper was good.
Quite like
That's why the open qualifier for EWC was so much fun, because you had Device, you had Simple, you had JW, you had Crims,
all these old boys
showing up and actually still putting in a really good.
Oh shit, Sierra, you got to get these kills, brother.
It's not just these old boys, Harry. The young guns, keep an eye on them as well. Anubis is poised map, but he's dead in this round, and Sierra takes instead with a double of his own.
Sim's contract bought out by the Atlanta Hawks. Yup. Sim's going to play ball, bro. He's going to be the point guard.
Start the season. Now, P-Vision have found the gap, but they know Rain can come back to main, so they've got to be very aware. Crossing in alone, no support.
Nice.
Gets out with no trade from
Aluka, Niama, BZ, Neptune. I would love... Listen, if Aluka's, you know, not going to Falcons, I would love Aluka on the Thieves. He's obviously disgusting, but, I mean, Aluka is just... Bro, you see his interviews. He's just such a good kid. This losers? Yeah, this is losers. Losing, you're out.
despite a 5v4, the round goes the other way. When I say Poi is the Anubis guy, Harry.
Yeah, this map can be tough, Reaper.
Trust what I
I
say.
feel like you got to know some util.
All
Be
right.
coordinated with the boys.
So you're expecting big things.
I am.
Well, he's already being very keen to get involved with these con pushes.
I'm hearing 102's not good at CS. I mean, they're ranked like 30th, I think, in the world, or kind of around that range.
James squad, you know,
And there's like
got,
32 teams at the
they've got a lot of
tournament, so
patience.
like
They'll sit back, they'll wait for you.
that's
They'll
why they were in the
try
last chance
opening moves.
qualifier.
They don't give anything away to that early. Now looking for a bit of mid control. Gizmi's close, and Device lining up a flashbang for him to come and fight. Gizmi takes it low and slow, and just collects an opener for free.
Man, this simp sweepstakes. It's dude, we thought Scrap and Hydra were gonna be the biggest names this free agency. It might low-key be simp. The simp sweepstakes might be the biggest thing this free agency.
Fake out in middle now. Draws Gizmi's attention. Temple is a worry, but Device watching it from the back. Zero trying to bait 4-point. Anti-flash, and they don't clear the corner.
Nice.
Big mistake as Poi doubles up before the
shit.
AWP finds the headshot. 2v4 here. James got to go big.
Oh, it's the right idea for James, but
Nice.
he fumbles the execution.
Unlucky.
Everything went according to plan for James there in that fight, but just couldn't deliver it. And now it's just away.
If mates don't get any top
15
talent, who do you think they will get?
seconds, bomb dropped.
I don't even know.
All of P-Vision
Like,
lying in the connector. And Zoe
I don't even know. I really don't know.
That's why they picked it, but it's also a poor map for P-Vision. It's a map that when we started the year, we saw them have
like a
some real trouble
Rencor,
on
maybe a
it.
Luca,
What
maybe
I'm referencing, the game of Krakow when
maybe they can
even
swing a
said,
Kleenex
the
deal or
voice got like, guys,
something, or
screw this map, let's
Ghosty
just
comes back,
don't play it, we don't
Estriel
crack
comes
it, whatever.
back.
They've actually, despite that, managed to avoid
This is
playing this
100 first year in
Really,
CS.
the whole
They were in
year, they've
CS
only
back in like
won
2020,
6
I
games
think, but
on
this
it,
is
3-3.
this year, this team's first
Losing
year.
to teams you would kind of expect, but also beating Spirit in there randomly. So it's been high and low, but it's definitely not a go-to, which is weird.
Yeah, for us, hit up the Dodgers and ask them if they want to invest into if they want to invest into the Thieves, and you know what I mean. Maybe get Shohei to come play. Maybe Shohei could just come over and play. Why not, right?
So gonna need this first half to start with a bit of a bang for P-Vision.
Maybe probably getting Abuza. Yeah, I mean, if Scrap goes to phase for Abuza, I think Abuza would go
Rain tried to stay alive
would
as
go
long as he
to
could.
mates.
Gives me here to help him out.
Let's go, Pharaoh.
No ground gained.
Bro, what is this guy in the YouTube chat talking about, bro?
Cielo and James still going to try and get something out of this round. But they've got Glocks. I don't imagine they do get anything out of this round. Let's see.
Probability they could get Kremp? Who, Thieves or mates?
Comes money.
I mean, I think Kremp's obviously going to have a buyout number.
Okay. Got to zoom out.
Right? If you're willing to spend, I think G2 will probably sell him.
But yeah, he is just dead here, so zoom back in. See? $300.
Hello? Gives me.
All worth it.
Nice. There you go. 3 rounds in a row, chat. There you go.
So 3 rounds in a row. For
3 rounds in a row. That's good work.
As the guns come back out.
Dude, I'd love to be a fly on the wall in like the conversations between a team trying to buy Simp and the FaZe camp. Well, I wonder what that even is like.
Feels like they do want to try and do something about.
You play CS? Yeah, I haven't played CS in probably like a year though.
Annoying, just harassing.
But I have like 2,000 hours.
Random timings.
Kremp goes to the Thieves. I'd be down.
For the 100 Thieves.
Hey, let's go, Angel. Appreciate you.
There.
I would be down for Kremp and Dan back.
Gizmi making a move with Device.
Oh my God, is that Alex?
Good flash to set him up, and that's kind of been the nature of these rounds out towards middle. Just
Device and Gizmy playing well off of each other and this utility, and again they
just don't answer the calls.
Through.
Kason gets a call. It says like Falcons owner. He just hangs up. How many hours you have in COD? In this COD, not a lot. In general, I mean, probably thousands over the course of the entire time COD's been a thing.
Gizmy's committed. I don't really mind it either. He could take one more kill, but he's full blind. So
Oh,
Jane
good
does
flash.
isolate. Nice retake in middle there. 4P vision. 4v4 opportunity open, but it feels like they have to go back to this B site.
Think Scrap's gone? Yeah, Scrap's gone.
Sierra swings out, nice shot from his way, but there is a double right there for the taking. That should be
Thank you for the rose. Smells so good, Alex.
Tries to stop the bomb.
2v4, Device, go crazy.
Here is Scope, so Molly comes in and Device.
They're gonna have to probably just give this up.
They play it safe. You know, when Sway gets you a double like that, kind of delivers you a
You
bit
think the
of
100-team budget roster would be a top team nowadays?
Throw it away to the
Yeah, I mean, that MW3 roster, at least last year, would have been really good.
Nice call there from James to reflash middle.
They did really good last year in BO7.
Would have come back to haunt them later in the round. Gizmy's in a position to drop con, to flank mid. In that man advantage, but that one kill forces 100 Thieves to make another move. They go pushing B, they go right into Sway, so some well-placed shots from him, and P-Vision back on the board with guns.
Exported all your data from Battle.net since Vanguard. What was your playtime? Bro, if I had to guess, my hours on COD since Vanguard is probably like a few hundred. Maybe like 400 to 500.
Don't imagine that's around that changes
6K?
Thieves, though, right? You can
Holy
chalk it up
shit.
with some nice
How many years?
shots
Wait,
this
Vanguard,
way. I think largely
MW2,
the aggressive
MW3,
moves
BO6, BO7, so
work
5
well
years. So you're averaging over
against
1,000
these
hours a year
sides on Anubis. They're gonna sit
on
back,
COD?
They're gonna wait for the,
Holy shit, you're a grinder.
you see it stretches the
I tip that, though. There's nothing wrong with that. If you like COD, you like COD. I wish I liked COD that much. That's probably what my hours were back in the day on, like, COD 4, BO1, BO2, that era.
So maybe we see something towards this A side of the map.
Alex, you're not spending $1,000 for a chain and 2 frame jerseys? Is that? I didn't even know that was a thing.
It is certainly nice to be in.
We got timeout, 3-3, let's go.
Here. Every timeout gets a turn around, see who's talking, see what's going on. The Stan sat back in his seat. No stress. All going to plan.
Grenade, little dammy.
Yeah, this time just a crunch
Oh,
onto the
aggression.
water.
Okay, too aggressive.
Jez, these are good trades, but has to now watch for this A main reaggress.
Oh, Alex, I'm going to events next year, bro. Let's go. Preston said he's not coming, though, so it's just me and you.
Players there in the skirmish. You're worried that you make matters worse going for that swing, I guess. But now you're a man down and very split up.
Felt like there really was a window to help out their team there, but they decide against it. So Vice is just now locked in on this angle. Rain reinforcing Sierra on B. Pressure being put on by P-Vision. Oh, jump spot might have actually seen him there. Gonna go for the spam. Sierra close. I think they know. Chambers walked out through Con as well.
Holy shit, you're a lunatic.
Sierra plays through with a flashbang, but it's
Oh,
no!
no! You gotta kill him there, bro! Not like this. Oh,
Right, well,
man.
Everyone earlier on that push in the water. Let's see if maybe this is why.
Oh, does it miss?
Rafi ghosted your text? Oh, no.
Can't stop the rain with fire.
Rafi ghosting? There's no shot.
We're on.
Rain's got to go crazy here.
Jane,
They knew they didn't clear it.
You fake it out and
Yeah,
check
it's cooked. They're both gone.
Nice hold from P-Vision. Maybe realizing, hey, that molly could have missed.
Scrap and Hydra gone,
Did
twin.
look deep.
Unfortunately.
And so Rain lives for only a few more seconds before they find that train.
You know, Rain.
You never know, though.
Believe that.
You never know. Maybe Nate Shot's got something up his sleeve.
But no, it's James.
You happy I like to get a full reset? Well, it's not a full reset. We have Neem and Abizi on the team. And no, not exactly. I still like Scrap and
Rain multiple chances in that round for 100 Thieves.
It's best of 3 Reaper. This is the first map.
The water crunch, I think, could have had Rain helping more. Even if he dies, there's Device in main to back up the A rush.
That should have been a round win, bro. That's so tough.
That's the time. Vigilant clears here from P-Vision.
Feels a little rough for 100 Thieves because like in these last 2 rounds, I think they've had the right idea.
We check Twitter. Let's see what else is popping.
The plays made a lot of sense. They've had all the util to do it, but they've just kind of fumbled on the actual execution of it. From the water push to that Sierra double, it felt like it was destined to come through. He had players blind, players changing guns.
Not much. Looks like we've taken a break again from Rostermania.
So Rain plays through it, doesn't see anything. A minute 20 though, when you're up against these Jame-led squads, that doesn't tell you too much.
How do you upgrade from Scrap and Hydra? You don't.
The rest of the squad.
There is no upgrade.
Clear mid.
You just put together a team that you think would work well together, I guess.
Try and block middle with more util, but Flit's going up and over.
Optics stay the same as Simp, Paco, Scrap, and Joe D form, which is better. I don't know. Talent-wise, it's the Simp team. But obviously, how well the chemistry is and they play together on the map's a different story.
So this is a B split with only 2 players in position. Sierra's so scared.
Nick, appreciate the sub. Booty Parrot, Neem, and Abe. Kremp, Aluka, Ghosty, Estriel, Redcore, any of those guys.
Just one man out towards the spawn. You're asking a hell of a lot of Sierra.
What a bounce. Oh, touchdown.
Nice, good nade.
It's good. And that's your red carpet back into this retake. 3
yeah,
on
now
3.
if Thieves want any of those guys, basically, you're going to have to pay for them. They're like all, for the most part, restricted free agents. If they're even free agents. You'd have to pay buyouts.
Back in main to try and play around this bomb. It's Laxajez fighting, but James got his cross. Orp cuts down the first man around the corner. And they don't even know.
Oh.
Just getting to...
Just giving them freebies.
Deny that save. Knocks out 2 players. And even though Rain's going to survive with this AWP, it's a retake you don't attempt, and you only get out with 1
They
gun.
might be, PD. At least together.
Not even that's guaranteed.
Oh, no.
Rain will hold on. Still
Luca and Dan Ghosty.
Put a Luca on a sub, I guess.
Now. It seems like they've scared them back a little bit from getting too
I wonder what the
aggressive.
meta is going to be for MW4, bro. I wonder if it'll be a 2-2 or if we will have 3 of 1 weapon. I also wonder if MW4 will be, like, if it'll play slow. Or if it'll be a game that, like, it might be slower in terms of movement speed or something like that, but it's still kind of like a run forward off spawn game.
Many more in the water this time.
I mean, one of the remarks you always used to have when you would watch
Case. Yeah, that's me.
Squads over the years.
What does the 04 tweet mean? I don't know. What did 04 tweet? Cohen, you're tweaking about Rostermania, aren't you?
With these little poppy
I just know you're tweaking.
Finishes.
Got backdoored by Benjay.
And you know, Gizmy might have proven himself.
I don't know. What did Ben do?
And has had some reps now with this 100 Thieves team.
Did Benjay leak some shit, or
will he kind of
Benjay selling Simp
trap here on Anubis? Because we've lost some of these early aggressive moves for 100 Thieves as the game's gone on. Again, just playing around with their setback in their bomb.
You're coming. It's going to be okay, bro. You guys are getting scrapped.
Come in the mid-round.
Or you're selling Simp and your whole team is dead, basically.
And you'd love for it to be involved. So there's a gun to be picked up. Can you make something of this
you either
round?
sell you either get scrap or you sell Simp and you bring in like Purge or something like that, probably.
Nothing he can do. 4v4 and the site is lost. Device has to do more.
Device is here in position.
Oh
so
no!
Jame. Scoped up on the bricks.
Someone pick up the op.
For that swing.
Flank is quick. James not ready. Caught off guard completely. Still lives.
And now you just feel like you've lost your window, right? Your chance to capitalize.
How is he?
Try and find that opening. James survives, and they deal with Gizmy on that
And
mid-lurk.
it was going so good for a second, bro. Now they're getting pissed on.
Playing the long con is
Simp is gone. You ain't winning shit.
very strong start to this game.
I mean, probably not. You're probably cooked if Simp is gone. Especially if Simp goes to Falcons or something and teams up with Scrap and Hydra, then you're really cooked. Then it's really over. Did Scrap and Draws even play together? I mean, I don't know if they play together, but they don't beef like they used to. They squash their beef.
This is building to be a very strong T-side start here for P-Vision.
And so often, you know, the way that this would go is like you kind of make your usual moves, you get a little bit aggressive, you go into a Jame default, and it loses, you know, 1 or 2 rounds. And that's what's happened to 100 Thieves here. And then it kind of, you know, freaks you out of going for those same aggressive moves. And if you end up being too stagnant, kind of letting P-Vision
probably need one of those.
The map, they've got you right where they want you. That's Jame in control at that
Don't
point.
believe FaZe will let a Luka go. I mean, if Simp leaves, they could decide to keep a Luka. But they're probably going to get good money for a Luka. I mean, I'm imagining they're going to get double, triple what they paid for him if they sell him. Still a chance to keep scrapping Hydra? There really isn't, unfortunately, Blasty. The Thieves would have to have some crazy shit up their sleeve to keep them, because they just genuinely don't have a better offer. They just literally don't have a better offer. Are Falcons hiring you too? Yeah. I'm about to be wearing a green jersey next stream.
There's the push, and Jame is ready. He saw the second.
Rick, I got no idea, bro.
All right, Sira has at least been able to keep things even. It's just how does he get out of this spot? Jame, not aware that he's walked up close, but good realization.
This guy's running our shit with the art, bro. Get Jame out of here.
Over the top of the ruins, doesn't see him on the long side and just eyeballs that smoke, ready for the push.
Someone get Jame out of here, bro.
I just love a good Jame game.
And so you get 2 kills over towards this B site. You know the 100 Thieves setup is going to be moving around. Jame instantly leaves with this bomb, rejoins the rest of the gang outside of A.
Doesn't it just feel a bit too obvious to call that pause and then go for an insta-B push right into the AWP? Of course, P-Vision are ready for it.
Oh my gosh. They're not even, oh man.
Just filter through, and Jame missed shot won't matter too much. And bomb is back in main, but Jame wants to end it.
Nice.
Device says no.
Luka not staying on Falcons, according to him. He said that? Oh, shit. If he said that, that means they actually might be building the super team.
It's a good spot for Device, but...
Let's go, Steezy.
7-round T-side already getting out of control.
They're kind of cooking. This was their map pick, though, to be fair. P-Vision did pick this. According to who? I don't know. That's what PD just said.
There's an open water.
According to Aluka, he's not staying on Falcons. Okay, we'll take some freebies, I guess. They got money, though, so it don't really matter.
Very impressive game from P-Vision, but you do feel like some opportunities have been handed their way.
This is 100 team map pick? That's not what it said. It said this was their map pick. It said Dust 2 was 100 T's. Unless it was wrong the first time they showed it.
Half by for the last. Vice can get an orb next round as well.
See the P-Vision are feeling a bigger degree of
deep scrap, maybe Bart. The problem is the Gentlemates have a much larger brand and fan base, which is enticing. They also have Joe Deceives, which is enticing. And the problem that people aren't really thinking about with the Thieves is those guys just got back-to-back. They just had back-to-back underwhelming, disappointing seasons, and that leaves a stale taste in your mouth. Even though it might not necessarily be the org's fault. If a player doesn't do what they want to do back-to-back years on a team, like sometimes it's just like I gotta go.
Just creeping in through Temple. Sira considering aggression.
Oh, you're right. Top left does show 100 T. Interesting. I don't know what's right and what's wrong then. Well, if this is 100 T's pick, we're fucked. Yeah, we're cooked. Phoenix, let's go, man.
All too simple here for P-Vision.
It hurt, Steezy. It hurt. Can you post a link? I don't think YouTube lets the links go through. You could post it in my Twitch chat, but I don't think YouTube never shows me links.
100 Thieves just left, pissing in the wind.
I'd be down, Devin. I'd be down. Honestly, if the Thieves are, like, obviously cooked when it comes to superstars, you might as well roll a dice on a potential future one and just go get some, like, young talents, things like that.
Explain it.
Kink's 100 stream streak. Holy shit, Kinks. Let's go.
What else can he do?
I think you always
yeah, we're
think
getting
about it through
cooked.
the lens of like how James does what he does to win, but I think
We're
also
getting slammed.
it's like the way losing to this guy feels, like the way that this half is kind of feeling right now for 100 Thieves would be brutal. I imagine it's kind of like...
Yeah, Simp doesn't want to team with Exit Blasty.
Actually,
If the Falcons are going to build a super team like they could potentially be trying to, Exit's gone.
And you know what's happening.
And
like,
it's like those 3 rounds they won, that was like a big meal. You know?
Yeah.
You're kind of like crashing after the big meal. You felt great. Everything's gone perfectly, and it's you realize there's just no food in the pantry.
It's like a very unique kind of...
oh, man, he's waited all game for that.
Oh, my gosh.
And gone.
Oh, he was on it, but just a slight...
Simp Hydrocell scrap, yup.
That hurts.
That's the word on the street that they're trying to do.
So,
but trying doesn't mean they're going to even come close.
Play, but a 4v5... That's a cool flash.
Yeah, Bart. There's
Nobody home.
How do I put this?
P-Vision group up for an A hit.
Thieves are an attractive spot for players to play for.
To stop these when they come.
Right? Like obviously the brand that they pay well.
Rounds for Rain. Good timing on the reblock at least, but this exec's getting rolled out.
As Kenny said in the stream clip we watched earlier, there's a reason he signed to Optic and not Thieves as a content creator. So I'll leave it at that.
Very solid.
But there is always reasons to things. That often not everything is, I guess, known to the public.
Pick, and P-Vision have been pracking because that was a nice exec. Triple molly.
Let me see what this is, PD. It deleted your link, but I can see it.
Mid-luck is perfectly timed. It's not even
Luke on stream asked for a gifted sub to reveal intel and then said he's 90% sure he won't be playing for Falcons next year. Also made the comparison between playing for more money versus joining a better team. He said he'd prefer a higher chance of winning over high salary. Didn't say anything else or specifically which teams are interested in him. I assume Gentlemate's FaZe, Falcons, LAT, and all the top dogs are hitting his line. I mean, assuming this person's telling the truth. I mean, Luca's saying 90% sure he won't be on Falcons is interesting.
That's what they call him.
And it just leaves you in so many gut-wrenching feeling positions. Like even there, Poi in the 1v4 knows it's all over, knows he can't win that. There isn't time. They're not going to misplay it.
Yeah, Cohen, I feel like that's more likely.
You have to play the round. And so this has been a runaway train for Jame and Co.
This is absolute belt map one, bro.
Looking a little stunned at the end of that first half. And sure, you might expect a...
Yeah, Hendy. Dude, I just really wonder what's going to happen. Apparently, I think Octane said it yesterday that M80 are paying like 100K a player. I think is like what I think I heard him say yesterday.
I feel like everyone is right now. Like,
so I just wonder who's going to end up where.
Chance. If you miss your opportunity, if you catch a bad timing, it's over.
Jacoby said he doesn't have any bad blood with like players and coaching.
Nice ideas early on to do with flashes as to how they were
take that for
try and force
what it's worth.
Fights, but
what he didn't say,
so quickly,
I guess.
Didn't it? So now onto their T side, device with a smoke, and this P250 to try and duel into the connector. All right, there's an opening. Rain spent that first half just getting dominated on this A-bomb site. He gets to do it back to them. Ziello dead, and A space taken. 100 Thieves move in.
Storming the ball.
There you go, PD. I untimed you out.
Nice shot from Jay.
Nightbot just hates links for some reason.
Very far away.
Uh-oh. Gotta go quick. They're not too quick. He's shifting in the back. Flit just checked the flank, and now Poi has even better time.
Boy, please, you got to go, Poi. Oh my
Vision,
gosh.
Kill will open it up. Poi hits his backstab. James tucks in, looks the
No.
wrong way, but saves the day. 2v2.
2v2.
Gizmy follows up, and now this
Just
is
hold, just
impossible.
hold.
They will not give him the fight. There is no kit, and there is no time, even for James.
Nice. Thank God.
Seals
Now
this
remove the
round
second
here
link.
for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, apparently Miami might be cooked. Apparently Heretics, I mean, Benjay said it like three times the last couple days that he thinks they might be a bottom team next year.
You said earlier how some of the CT struggles are there. 4P vision, they could have forgot about all of that if they find a way to.
You got to
pull off
feel
that
for
pistol.
Heretics fans,
This
bro.
is a huge stride for the 100 Thieves. If they do want to make a comeback,
So many
happen,
like
they're on the
decent
better half
years.
on their map pick.
Finally made your first final, and you're probably gonna lose half your roster and be pissed next season.
That we even see 100 Thieves go.
Is COD discussion a credible source? Absolutely not. Don't listen to a single thing COD discussion says.
What did P-Vision go for? They went for T-side, right? And we saw why. It looked extremely comfortable.
I think it's why you see Dastan hit them with the
No,
instant
COD
timeout
discussion
too,
tweeted
right?
that
Now he's
the
aware
CDL's
this
looking
is
at going
a
to
job that is
3v3.
far from over.
The guy just be tweeting random shit. Don't get me wrong, he might tweet something that's eventually right. Because, bro, I hear intel from, I mean, so many different people. Half the time I think it's bullshit. Half the time I think, okay, maybe it's true. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. Bro, people just spread intel and rumors around like wildfire in this community.
Only a few played in his career.
What's good, Emoji?
Blitz is the definition of experience.
Let me see, PD.
But he's had some tough form as of late. That's the round.
Only trust Ronnie. Yeah, really only trust anything Ronnie tweets. I will say Hope has real info. He just shoots really early. What Hope tweets is always actually happening. But
really nice
he's just kind of posting to say it's happening. He's not posting to say like it's, you know what I mean?
Because you don't really know.
Falcons talking to Simp could be real. It doesn't mean Simp wants to go to Falcons.
In this round. So you see a USP, you feel a lot better.
And even
about
Ronnie
it.
can
You know
be
the
wrong.
guns are coming out next.
As we'll go for a bit here.
I'm going to try and make some money. They've gotten away from it.
Emoji with the membership, my guy. Appreciate you, Emoji.
4 rounds the difference as this rifle round is ready to come through for the CTs.
Feels weird to just see them saving full USPs, but you definitely know guns are coming out here.
Let me see. Let's see what this says.
Money in a lost round. Gizmy does upgrade.
Val make chance we watching? Yeah.
Gambles.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching. I want to watch probably more 100T Val.
Well-timed CT aggression.
Now that they
let's
don't
see
piss
if
me
they
off.
Go for any of that, or if they are hinging on James' read of the game in this first rifle round. It was pretty heavy set for 100 Thieves out here towards A, but they don't commit to anything yet. Poi on a lurk.
So what do we think 100T team looks like? A BZ Neum +2. Maybe like a Kremp Ghosty Envoy. Estrel, maybe like some of those guys. I still think the Thieves team will be solid. I just don't think they are going to be looked at as a contender. Maybe a dark horse.
They do spot Poi.
This Marco Ortiz guy is also capping. Or Cohen, I don't even know who the hell that is.
And they're moving over to start to pad out this bomb site. Reblock in at main. Need to follow. And playing through this for 100 Thieves.
It's a team kill. The Thieves and team kills, bro. The COD team, it don't matter who it is. The CS team.
Poi's mid lurk, here's players rotating, but things feel awkward. Because you've heard that Temple player go quiet now, and you're having to walk this bomb through the water.
Oh, they're going to let Poi play late, but that really just requires these com players to get something done, to put some pressure on this side.
3v4. They got to go big.
Vision have read it. They've moved 3 players
Nah,
over.
Blasty, what even is that?
Need a kill now. Poi is going to be too late to play. Thought a post part for him. Can Gizmi do anything? One more kill needed at the back of the site, but the time is expired, and Poi is left lurking nowhere.
No, that's a tough round to lose.
Vision with a great gamble call there to full rotate out. It is just Flit left in CT.
That's a tough round to lose, bro.
And you have the rounds to play with, so perfect time to make that stack happen.
I think because things are flowing, you know, James getting to focus a lot more on just the flow of the game. You know, I feel like whenever his rosters are kind of winding up,
Koiful's really good emoji.
You see his
it's actually a really
reads
good
get
pickup.
worse, and I always wonder if that's because he's having a micro a little bit more. But he's had a very solid read on.
I hope Hunter T Apex can like be good again. Every time I watch them, I feel like they just like disappoint. So I really would love to see them be a top team. They go into events as like a top 5 team. I feel like favorite wise, and then they just.
T-Vision are liking this because it gives them.
I don't know what happens.
That ability to rotate heavily around the map. And if anyone is sent here to try and come for the mid space, they've got a nasty surprise waiting for them. 2 players around this corner. James spotting from afar.
Oh my god. Hasn't seen anything. It's 3 here.
He's so dead. Yeah.
Walking. They just push on that timing.
Well, the bomb's outside of B. That's where 100 Thieves were hoping this could end up. For Rain crossing here. Oh, well, they've given him a hint.
Ooh, okay, catch him jumping.
Went to reposition. That's when they peek in. Still, Zwei holds on with a double.
About to hit Master Prestige. There you go.
In this retake.
Blank is fast.
W Master Prestige.
Heard it though. Flick did stop running eventually. Base is pushed up. There is no smoke to reblock. It's on yellow. This is just a death match.
Come on, the vets. Rain and Device. Rain and Device, the absolute vets.
Device, but they're left to their own devices in this hold, right? Both of them just hoping for a multi-kill, and that responsibility has fallen onto the shoulders of Rain.
Come on, Rain.
Game is the kit. The Flit's got to move into cover. Rain swings out, and they line him up.
I don't think he has time.
Trade, and a nail-biter of a defuse, but he thinks he's got it, and I'm inclined to trust him. 11 on the board.
He got it.
God, I love how
it might be chalk for map 1. Map 1 might be cooked.
Commit to the fight, and then just swings off to trade, guaranteeing the round, not letting Rain get away with anything. 11-5, and I definitely still think there were ways this game could have gone wrong for P-Vision, but they look stable now on the CT side. They made some good rotations. Zwei gets a massive double kill when his teammate gets caught off guard on awkward timing. And they don't fumble, a very fumbleable post plant.
I'm really liking these triple mid holds too. It's given them real quick rotates. Like, there's no way in this game yet that 100 Thieves can know that that's how they've been playing these CT rounds. The time that they went A, they ran into 2 players, they ran into 3 players, you know, a third.
I think map 1 might be cooked, chat.
And it's telling you, oh my, how are they reading us like this? You know, they're in our heads, and in reality, no, it's just these 3 mid guys. If they're not getting contact, they rotate them A at the first drop of util.
You don't really want to rush on this map on T side.
Man, chat, anyone buy any Optic merch for Optic Day?
Yeah,
I see people all over the dude. Optics must be making bank right now. I see people all over the timeline tweeting out shit they bought.
It kind of ties into like the game has slowed down on James Say So, and you're playing into his hands.
Oh, James making moves, man. Didn't even know you could do that. Just put himself on the toolbox in A. Throw a nade stairs, but it's not far off the mark. They're 5 rugs. It's not a rush, it's just a quick pop here for 100 Thieves.
They're about to run straight into this op, bro.
Get your one, right? Get one shot off on that AWP, set up in a 5v4.
He's getting his one.
There it is.
He's getting it. He's probably gonna get more than one.
Just a tap.
Yeah, it's his first map clash.
Late on the contact push.
Gotta win 2.
Flitz even siphoned one from the ranks.
If they lose, they're out.
And 100 Thieves
Nice.
left scrapping for this bomb plant.
Go Molly, go Molly.
With the Gizmy Molly coming in. They'll find their way to a bomb plant, and Gizmy's even trying to scale. Yellow shuts him out a bit.
Shit.
Sierra throwing into an unwinnable clutch.
Shit. Yo, they're getting worked, bro.
Super oppressive.
They're getting
CT
worked.
side.
Doesn't that just feel like it encapsulates all these rounds, all these late rounds, just unwinnable? 100 Thieves just put into constant positions. They are not allowed to close, and P-Vision running all over them. 12-5 now, and this CT side has gone by in the blink of an eye. Pistol round.
I want more Rostermania leaks, chat. Who's got any leaks for me?
Came through for P-Vision. This game has felt over.
Yeah, 102 Val's. 102 Val looks real good, at least.
What is meant to be a very comfortable.
Because right now, I don't think anyone else really looks that good, unfortunately, for the 100 Thieves.
Great results in. Shame is now getting crazy. Double nade puts him on 2, and he's still not dead.
Doesn't even relinquish any type of control here. Hangs around. Knows they could be close, but he's got Flit nearby to help him.
Hey, let's go, Turtle.
100 Thieves. Bail
You have good
from
intel,
that
bro. I'm going
mid-take.
to C9.
4v5. You've done a lot of damage to James Shaw. You don't have much to show for this.
Yeah, I feel like
Zero
100 Thieves
closing in
teams, there's only
connector,
one
looking
that's
to
good
give
at a
way
time,
to
bro.
this B-split, and
Like if
P-Vision
one of
are
them
ahead
slamming,
of the
it just
curve.
feels
3
like
players here.
everyone
Sure,
else
one of
is
them
just
this
either like
injured
it's just
or-
kind of mid.
But even at 2 health, I feel like Jay might
Right
be
now, the
good for
Val team
another.
is the one on top.
There he is.
Oh my gosh,
Zero
bro.
deleted, and that's the split. On this split, mopped up. It's just this.
He got
B-play,
2, but he
Boy with
burned
a
to death.
double. The other 2 in main side. Reigns wrestled it back.
Okay. They're dead.
Is he coming through? Right through that smoke.
Frick, it's all on
Backstab,
device.
and Reigns gone. Device can't hack it.
Dang.
P-Vision shut
GG map
down
1.
100 Thieves, and they do so
Yeah, Tommy, I saw it.
convincingly on Anubis. It's elimination on the line.
Oh
100
man,
Thieves
I gotta pee,
having
bro.
to grind through the open qualifier.
What a terrible
Is
map
this where it all comes undone?
Yeah, you know what? P-Vision reminding us, or rather reminding the 100 Thieves, that there are levels to this stuff right here. I've got Jacob, I've got Yanko. We're going to talk a little bit about what happened, this sort of tumultuous stumble that we just saw here from the 100 Thieves side, and what would arguably be one of their better maps to play.
Yeah, that was unfortunately a non-game of Counter-Strike to some degree. I think the T side of P-Vision was smooth, effortlessly, just slowly but surely rolling all over the Thieves. I think it's best described in the way you're sitting and you're watching each round unfold, but there's no climatic, ending to the round. There's no tension, there's nothing in the round. It's just slowly but surely Jane eating the Thieves and then walking into a bomb site as they please. So not the most exciting game of Counter-Strike, but if anything, I think P-Vision showed that they were not only one step ahead, maybe 11 or something.
I just think 100 Thieves hate the CT side. Like, they just want to play. It felt like they played 2 T sides in this game because they were so active, so aggressive on their CT side. A lot of the rounds, P-Vision doesn't really have to do much outside of deal with that aggression, and then sort of just take care of business in the mid to late round with that advantage, which on a map like Anubis really isn't too complex.
No, you looked at Destin's came as well. Like he almost fell asleep, being the coach in this game. He didn't have to do much, and that's at least what I'm left with. It didn't feel like it took a lot for P-Vision to cruise through this game. As much as you want to give credit to the team for trying, maybe on the CT side to be aggressive and be proactive, it never really panned out.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot in the tank there for the 100 Thieves, which is, I guess it becomes a bit more apparent when you look at these two at surface level, especially about the side with P-Vision. I mean, it's just clearly more cohesive. It's clearly more of a team unit operating in the circle.
Yeah, we're talking about a team that 5 months ago were number 3 in the world on the world ranking, and then sure, they had a bit of a down period. Gone through a couple of roster
Time
changes,
for
but
Dust
the core
2.
of the lineup is still the same. The in-game leader is still the same. The coach behind him is still the same. And then we're talking about the
Let's see what the
Thieves who
COD
are
Reddit has for me, bro. Anything
still
new?
trying to establish themselves as a team. So it's not that I expected it to be this one-sided, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's a fair representation of where the two teams are at right now.
I expected a lot more, and granted that win against Falcons on Anubis, that was a lot of anti-strat, you know, that was just Rain sort of finding opening after opening, finding good contact plays and whatnot, and here, you know, the A executes didn't really pan out for them early on, some team kills.
Let's see what's going on. Benjay's doing the podcast, right?
On the roster. So I don't.
You could.
Yeah, it's 13-5, Ken.
With the history, it shows that
they got cooked.
In Shotzi have a fucking insane head-to-head versus Hydra. So unless he maybe goes to phase where it's a Hydra simp duo, okay, that gets a little scary. Any other duo than that, I'm not sure Optic would even really. I don't think a Hydra Joe Deceives duo moves me towards like, holy shit, they can keep up with Hook and Shotzi like that consistently. Hydra and simp though, okay, I could see some conversations about it. But they've handled Hydra for years. It's not like this is some new thing. So I don't know. I don't really think they're going to stress too much about that. But I do see what you're saying. I think one thing about this Optic team as well is the mindset they all have. They're all very easy to work with. Like Hook, he just sits there, grinds. He's a great teammate. Merc, quiet, works hard. He's kind of the one that keeps.
Oh, what do you think about Simp to Falcons, bro? What do we think?
Like Mercury snapping at everyone, splashy, keeping everyone in line.
I can't believe Simp became the biggest name in free agency, bro. I really thought it was just gonna be Scrap and Hydra.
They could overcome adversity,
and then everyone wants to pimp. He wins champs again, and everyone wants to pimp.
Highest average placement we've ever seen in Call of Duty history throughout a single season. So it's like, bro, how much better do they need to be?
No, I like the team, but I just think about it from a perspective of Dill. Can we go out and try to do something that's just not even been done in like other FPS esports? Let's win every event. And like, if you really wanted to get to that level, to where you're winning every event, you need to get the best talent that is available in the entire game and put it on one team. And for a storied esport that's been around for 11, 12, 15, 20 years, it's hard for the contracts to work out to where you can get all that talent into one place. And if your roster's in a spot where you are that good, where you are getting second at every tournament, which like you said is a historic year, and there's a player who's available who is also on that level or can bring you to the next one, which is unheard of in esports, and you go out and you go get it. You get what I'm saying? Like this is a unicorn situation, right? Where you shoot for the moon. How much worse could we realistically get bringing in Hydra? Like how much worse? Like it's
just one of those things.
No, he's not cooking.
To know, like
Andrew was good.
Maybe they clutch up more Discord finals. Like maybe they win 3 of the 6 events this year, but at 1 or 2 events they get a 3rd, 4th. Maybe their floor rate's a little bit lower, but their ceiling is a little bit higher. Because how does that respawn dynamic work between the team too? I mean, selfishly, I'd probably like to see change.
Yeah, Andrew, that shit goes hard.
Rostermania makes everything way more entertaining.
You're an expert, and we're going to get to you in a second, Ben, because I know you have a lot of takes. Still, let me ask you one question before we kick this over to Ben.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Like, can you see
that shit goes hard?
Shotzi, Dashy, Hook, Mercules winning every event next year. Like, can you see them winning just every event?
Hydra tweet? I know damn well Hydra didn't tweet, brother.
Like, be honest.
Who do you think I am?
All the other talent that's available on COD and at least one other super team.
Who do you think I am?
That is fucking like unheard of.
I'm a pro. You think you could just one guy me like that?
I don't think any team ever is winning every event.
Okay,
to be honest.
But
this team
Hydra
was the closest to ever doing that.
Sure. But Hydra on this team. There's a world in the multiverse, Hydra on that team, where you can look at it, you could be like, how surprised would you truly be if they just won every event? Like, you can see that.
I can still see it, but like it's nearly impossible.
It is, but you can see that happening, and I think that's what you go for.
This team was the closest ever to doing that. They were 2 Game 5 S&D. The only finals where they got actually kind of slammed was Major 2. It was 4-1. Other than that, COD champs.
Dude, I love the comments. Nameless is cooking. Nameless breaking attached. Nameless sucking dick. Nameless spot on. Nameless has CTE.
I think they'd be super good.
The chat is ridiculous. You got back-to-back messages. Nameless spot on. Nameless says CTE. C-Dog, appreciate the sub.
Searched throughout the whole year. Could be his role potentially. They could have maybe freed him up a little bit more. Had shots to work with him, but yes, his finals weren't good.
And it's not just him. There were other players. There were other players who didn't perform that well in finals either. But that's what Hydra is like. he could pop up.
I think for the first time ever, Ben J's not saying anything. No disrespect to Ben.
Now, Ben, after our yap sesh back and forth, hearing everything, both of our sides,
Ben J's got to be reading intel.
What's your take? What are your thoughts on this?
I'm kind of in your camp, band of like, either way Optic go here is fine. I kind of on the side of
Maverick, dude.
You
What
really
a piece
do
of
gotta
shit.
think about
Hey,
Paco thing. You
Kian
can't
with
just
5
say, "Oh,
gifted.
we won 2 events this year."
Yo, Kian, my goat.
These fuck ass AI.
W5 at a Kian, bro. W5.
You gotta sit there and think about it.
Holy shit, yo, Kian, you're going nuts. 33 gifted subs, bro, in like the last week.
Scrap and shuffling rolls.
You must be hitting hella picks or something.
Going down to
Appreciate you, bro, for real.
You're gonna drop Merc for scrap right now, like Donnie said?
If they drop Luke, you're gonna be an M80 fan.
I saw that clip though. Was he being real? Was he being like a?
Hey, you might as well be an M80 fan, bro. They're brand new. You could be in from the beginning. Brand new in the CDL.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. That like legitimately an insane take. I've had crazy takes.
Absurd.
That's a
that might be the craziest one.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Benji. Go ahead.
Don was smoking that loud. Anyway, I think for Optic, look, it pretty much comes down to do you want Paco or not for Kyler is really the only move. I see both sides of it. The continuity with Kyler is great, and they're continuing to build.
There's
on
just
that.
no way they drop
On the
Hook for
flip side,
Hydra,
I
right?
think Paco
Obviously, Hydra's
shot
insane.
would be better.
There's just no
I
way
think
they
that
just.
potentially they would get better in S&D.
There's just no way they actually would do that.
so
I
I
don't
think either
think.
way
I
they
feel
go
like
is
it would just be
fine.
so
The
like
question for me
disrespectful
is,
to Hook.
Has Optic already thought about it?
Yeah, Temp said drop Merc for
Where's
Scrap
Paco
Destroyer.
at with Optic
And people are
relative to
saying it's
all
one of the
his
worst
other
takes ever.
Options now that I think everybody's pitched him. Because if Optic's not at the top of that list, like then if I'm Optic, it's like, well, there's no point.
Got 5 minutes.
Now we'll get to it with like the phase and Genomate's like, who's gonna blink first and speed this whole thing up because it's going so slow. But
It's a good Falcons tweet.
I'm fine
We got
either
a
way,
Falcons
from my
tweet again.
perspective, in my opinion, they keep.
What do we got this
they
time?
stick fine. If they want to make a change,
Sometimes you got to
Paco, I
sit
understand.
back and admire your own
Because
bangers.
I personally would keep Hook and
Dylan.
would pick up Hydra.
It says follow back. It says follow back with Simp at the bottom.
I would
Go on.
probably drop Kyler for Paco, mainly because I think that they would get better from a talent perspective. I think they would figure out all the little chemistry things with the sub.
Ben J would drop
some
Hook
of the little
for
objective
Hydra.
Things. Generally, I think
You heard it here
Paco is a
first.
difference maker. Whereas I think Kyler is a great player. And the one thing for the Optic camp, if they do that though, is everybody's got to step up in the communication department. We got to be all willing to always call out where we're spawning. It doesn't matter who anyone is. If we know where they're coming from, we need to communicate to our teammates, hey, they're spawning here so that we can make decisions, talk to each other on who's going to block, who's going to pick up this lane. Our communication is going to have to raise our floors because Collar's not there to fucking backstop everybody in that department. But they're professionals, they're adults, and I think they can
They'll be able to do that.
out
The biggest
with enough
thing
time,
on that end is it's not even like the comms thing because I do think they'll just be able to do that. I think it's just like putting in the work on the back end in the film room because from everything that we've heard and what we've seen is that Hook is kind of like of the players outside the coaches, like the vocal leader.
Prediction: Dashy's retiring. Scraps coming in. Yeah, I don't think so.
That shit's super serious. But
Dashy ain't hanging it
I mean,
up.
from the side of Merc, I'm sure he's like that as well. And he's going into his third year now, so second full one.
Yeah, I could see Mason starting to develop into a leader.
Yeah,
I could see sort of the qualities as he comes out of his shell to be that kind
You
of
heard
guy.
someone is retiring.
I think Paco is that guy too.
I haven't heard anything about anybody retiring, but there are plenty of players in the league who are probably on their last legs that could decide to hang it up.
Pretty vocal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about that.
The one thing I didn't like about the Thieves camp
Retirement
this year
stuff
is,
doesn't
like,
really leak though.
I feel like they're so quick to like
because
scrims or just like kind of mess.
It's retirement. Like retirements used to kind of leak a little bit, but it's like really disrespectful to leak that shit.
Be like, like he could like mess around.
Could be Kenny. I mean, obviously, Kenny said on stream like.
He's coming into a situation.
If he really likes the game next year, he'll try and compete. But other than that, I mean,
work to like get him comfortable in the game and work with him.
I don't think there's no point.
It's not becoming the Hydra show. Like Hydra, you're joining Optic.
I think Falcons is able to convince Simp to come with X and stay. No, a Simp is never going to go there if X and there. Unfortunately,
like obviously,
if Simp's going to leave a team that just won champs, he wants to go to a team that has a better chance of winning champs. And unfortunately, X is just not there yet.
You didn't. It wasn't like splash moves. Like it was kind of tumultuous. Like 0-18. End up, going the back and forth with Pred and getting Hook, and then Mercules. Obviously, after the Toronto thing, you pick him up. It's not like people were instantly just all knocking on the door immediately, right? So you kind of walked into this team, and you didn't make like a huge splash move. Like, and this team is that good.
Bro, Tej ain't retiring, bro. Tej is literally him. He just winning
you're gonna be
MVP
able
next
to-
year.
They have a good
Just
coaching
write it
staff.
down
They
now.
have players
Don't
who
say I didn't tell you.
won on every level in Call of Duty. Like they're gonna be able to figure it out with Paco. So like I don't think like I think the take of like, oh man, maybe they get like worse. I think
Yeah,
that
Sea
that's
Dog, I
crazy.
wouldn't believe anything from those accounts.
How much better?
If it's not from
obviously, it
like
could be better,
Ronnie,
but
Hope,
how much?
or
I feel like their respawn
you know,
is
any of
already
the
so
streamers
well-polished
that
and
be
figured out,
sometimes
like,
leaking things
they
on
were
stream, I
so
wouldn't believe
dominant
anything.
on Hardpoint and Overload. In S&D on land, because you could pull up the land stats for like all their modes. They didn't lose a respawn. If they did lose a respawn, it was pretty much because of a fucking 04 dropping 45, and there's nothing you can do about that. Like, because that's just what 04 would do sometimes versus Optic. But they handled everyone in respawn. Hook was also the thing about Hook. What do you mean?
They against FaZe against FaZe and Champs, they split the respawns. The difference is the S&Ds. So like Optics is the most consistent respawn.
1 minute.
Won their like that's what I'm saying. That's why S&D wins championships because he gets that.
Even
grand
those guys
final.
can't be trusted fully. Well, yeah, I mean, even those guys will be wrong too. But I'm telling you, there's so many accounts on Twitter just pretending to be like leakers these days. They're literally just making shit up.
That's what I just said. I was talking about respawn right here.
Go ahead. Okay,
I was talking about respawn. So I was saying like they were handling a respawn, and if we remember correctly, from Major 1 to Major 4, what was the common theme of Optic during bracket play before grand finals?
They would just mop everybody, but they would choke.
No.
What do you mean?
Hook. Well, yes, they would mop everyone, but Hook was always everyone was like Hook MVP. Literally every single event from Major 1 to Major 4. Let's add context. Because he was frying.
They played Toronto in that spot multiple times, and Toronto just couldn't buy a kill against them. And like I think it was like 2 or 3 events in a row where they played Toronto in that spot.
Kip should be bought out. I agree. I just they're gonna have to pay a lot of money to get Kips.
They avoided FaZe a lot of the
Koi
times.
are gonna keep Kips and then they're gonna sell them next year.
We saw Major 2, GGs,
like next off season or something like that.
The spot that they
or during whatever comes after
MW4 for like 2 events straight. So like to me, I don't look at it as like I don't know. I just feel like Koi was kind of free for Optic. It was just a matchup diff.
Yeah, I mean,
we were there for the years of grind. And we're here. Now. The proud founding partner of EWC. Powering the biggest
yeah, Kips is locked up.
Shoulder to shoulder with the
Kips is locked up. Falcons tweet, I saw it. It's a good tweet.
Deserves a stage. Lenovo Legion.
Falcons are signing Sim, bro. It's unreal. It's unreal, bro. Falcons Sim. You ever see that coming? You ever expect Falcons Simp? Or Simp not on FaZe? I think I would be upset, and I'm not even a FaZe fan. It just doesn't feel right, you know? It just doesn't sound correct.
100 Thieves fate at EWC now comes down to Dust 2. After a shocking one-sided win from P-Vision on Anubis to start this elimination series, now we're going to Gizmi's old stomping ground, I guess, and one that the 100 Thieves.
Chad, did you see the people trying to like zoom in on Scrap's phone yesterday during the Optic event? He like had his phone out sending a text while he was like on camera, and people were like trying to like zoom in and read who he was texting and shit.
It's against lesser opposition, so I think the P-Vision have
people are just everyone's just down bad for intel, dude. I tip it though.
Team, or I don't rate what they're doing. I think we can exploit them.
What are your thoughts on the salary cap? So the top team can be salary cap. I mean, salary cap's good in practice, but they tried it. It didn't work. You need a players union and all that stuff. It's just like unrealistic for COD. But they tried the salary cap thing the first year of the CDL, and it lasted one season.
It's also high stakes. It's also something that you'd expect 100 Thieves to be able to deal with the experience on their team, but that was just a really ugly first map. Could not get a grip of the Jame game. 20-7.
Yeah, and what a game it was, right? Not just the right reads, the right ideas, but as an individual, Jame was a force of nature. As AWP striking a good bit of fear into 100 Thieves.
Yeah, maybe Scrap was texting Nade shot, bro. Nade said, Scrappy, I'll personally give you 100x bonus on top right now, signing bonus.
Chances on the CT side, got shut out for the most part. Couple of opening deaths, and well, Jame is here, there, and everywhere. So that head-to-head is not going to be easy for Device in this game. And it's also, you know, honeymoon period for P-Vision, right? It's their second event with the roster. Flit added just a couple of weeks ago. Slaxajez coming into the season, played his first
Big map too.
You know, bigger land.
Gotta win it,
in China.
or we're going home. It'll be no
Had some
points.
good maps, had some poor maps, but you know, definitely showed some
No
of the
points
form
at
that we saw
EWC,
from
bro.
this young player
I gotta lock
online,
in.
Leading
Need this money for Scrap and
P-Vision.
Hydra. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm excited for his future.
That's cooked.
And maybe more games from them at EWC if they can beat 100 Thieves here and now.
There we go.
Cracking header.
There you go.
from Gizmy. So that smoke is missed.
W smoke block.
That's probably going to give Jame a talking to for that one. Not realizing that Gizmy is the reason it's not in place.
You had to pay Thieves like 50K to keep old Scrap.
we think
Me
the
personally?
smokes-
Or are you talking about Nate Shot?
Interby comes in. It's an upper tunnels crunch with 3 players here.
You? Brother, I don't have 50K to
it's
pay.
me now, that's for sure.
I don't even have close to 50K to pay.
Not leaving much to the imagination here. Boy holding on, but
Nice.
blindsided by the
Hold
door
on,
player.
trades. Nice.
Gizmy had just backed up, so it opened up that
Uh-oh.
angle. Clean tap for Zwei. And he's got one more guy in front of him. Rotates arrives. Sierra helping out. And
W.
Zwei. One impressive shot, but he needed 3 of them. 100 Thieves get on the board early to start their Dust 2 campaign.
It's relieving, I think, for 100 Thieves. It almost went very wrong there, but a couple of important pistol shots connecting for Gizmy.
Guess they leave then? Oh, no, they're gone, brother.
Not to be.
It actually would be a miracle if Scrap or Hydra played for the Thieves next year.
So, full eco.
Unfortunately for my fellow Thieves fans. I fear we might be cooked.
To keep them
But
from
hey,
far
never say never. Okay. Are the casters alive? What happened to them? Oh yeah, no, Thieves are gonna be a dark horse team next year, more than likely. I still think they're gonna be good, but they're not gonna be a contender. More, you know, on paper at least. Depends how good, I guess, the players they put together are at the new game.
This is often the case. Just
There's always
using
that possibility that you pick up a player that maybe just ends up exceeding how good you think they'd be.
Nice that, like,
Aroma's butt plug with the follow.
This is the 9 to 5.
Hey,
for
yo.
P-Vision. You know, this is how they play. This is what they're used to. I think it's nice because, you know, your opponent's just having to sit there in this round. 100 Thieves know that they're going to win this, or at least feel like they should. You're just making them wait.
Nice.
Wasting their time.
Nice.
Looking for any value you can.
Afro's a free agent. Yeah, I think Afro will get picked
You've
up.
got the guns coming out in the next.
I think Afro will be on a team. I don't know what team he'll be on or if it'll be a good squad, but I think he will be on a team.
Is nice, but
You don't see Scrap potentially staying? Not really. There's maybe like a 5%, 10% chance that happens. The Thieves just don't have leverage. All the Thieves really have is that they can pay well. But it's like you're just basically offering Scrap to come back to where he just was with the underperformance he just had, rather than going to like a Gentlemates or a FaZe or like a Falcons maybe.
Into the Jame economy system. But it feels like this might just end B with him charging through the tunnels with a buy like that. Bomb is coming back through spawn now. Good grenade on yellow.
But if Optic don't change, FaZe don't change. Falcons maybe don't get, you know, the players that they want, and they end up kind of being like a similar core of last season. It could become a Gentlemates versus Thieves battle, and maybe there's a chance. That would be Thieves' best chance if it comes down to like them versus Mates or some shit as a battle for them, and maybe they can convince Scrap to stay, and maybe Hydra goes. Maybe he feels like the BZ Neum is going to be better than, like, I mean, I don't know. BZ Neum or Jodeci's Hydra is kind of, you know.
Talking a lot as well. Here we go.
With the block down there in mid, so you don't have this mid component. Just the tunnels push.
Trades 3v3. They're out on site though.
One more man close by at the B hill. It's Gizmy who would be reacting next. Is he going to try and go early? Smoke down in the door. Flash to try and send him
They
through.
might be C-Dog. That's the thing.
And James dodges. Ready
They
for
might
that
be.
exact move.
It's crazy from Jamie. Just crossed the doors, looking at the ground, looks up from the flash and takes that kill. Why has he done
Saving
that? It's
picks.
perfect. Jamie even missed his first flash in B. I think if it lands, Rain's in trouble. And
Yeah, Destroyer. Apparently Miami's cooked.
But not
I mean, Ben said it multiple times. He thinks they could be a bottom 3 team next year.
To find important opening kills. Was doing so all last match.
Yeah, if Hydra and Scrap
sites
don't
open.
want the team together, then maybe the Thieves really have a chance of keeping one of them if FaZe and Optic don't change.
So save again here for 100 Thieves as P-Vision get on the board.
But if they want to remain a duo, it might be cooked.
They've been lobbing in and replenishing this short smoke, and then later the CT smokes a hell of a lot in this game. It started from round 1 in the pistol, even. And obviously Gizmy denied it there, but I wonder if you're trying to kind of force 100 Thieves just back into, you know, like the most passive, no info, Device playing over towards the site, Gizmy in rotation, everyone kind of anchored in place, because it is leaving this B site really susceptible. You haven't had these quick rotates in a lot of these rounds, haven't had a great deal of forewarning as to where they're ending up.
They're sending it.
Nice.
It's a sick move, and they get out as well.
Good work.
Not ready for that, and this is a team
FaZe
that
get
are ready
Rancor.
for many a thing.
I think if FaZe don't get scrapped, they just don't change.
Push right off the rip.
Perfect flash.
If they don't make the scrap thing happen, I feel like they just stick.
About that.
Well, they've always been kind of signaling this intent to 100 Thieves. They're doing all the short util, but we haven't really seen them use this space yet. This time they actually go and get the control. So 3 players out on the catwalk. Flit a little
Sierra's got to
later
win
out
this.
through the long doors. Amid to be smoke.
Heard
for
FaZe is
Jane.
going to have new coaches? No, I didn't hear that. I heard maybe Simp takes the coaching staff with him if he leaves, and then they would need new coaches, but that's only if Simp leaves, probably.
First, Device forces it as the molly's still up. Oh, Gizmy didn't see them though. He didn't see anyone. Now he hears them running. The realization coming in, but he's out of position.
Oh!
Device can't hold it.
Later.
That's not good.
You almost won't believe if that lets you down. Gizmy not getting the spot on those players up on short.
Sierra turned around.
Catches
Oh
great
my
timing on
gosh,
his long
they're
wrap,
just doing
waiting
this
out there in the
beautifully.
doors till Sierra turns away. And a 3v4, you're out of position here. Numbers might
Wow, they
decide
just got
it.
broken
CT
down
just feels
bad,
like
bro.
Too much of a choke point to try and retake
They
through.
just got broken down bad,
So
bro.
100 Thieves get out of there.
Wow. It's a rough round to save him, right? With the damage done, they know they've done good damage. The dink on Cielo getting that entry, 1 health remaining. And I think Gizmy doesn't see them because the molly's still up.
Sensors are free agent, yeah. Dougie's coming back.
Just a little bit of burn in his
Slasher
face.
wants to coach. Rambo's back and coaching
he
for next
dropped
year.
off too late.
That guy's floating in the air.
Where 100 Thieves get the opener, get a clean.
Yeah, I
break
mean,
on a
who
5v4.
knows, bro?
There's no trade.
Who knows? I think, bro, I think
had the right
Rambo,
idea
teams
for
better
that
be hitting
play
him
out
up to
towards
get him
short.
as a coach.
Felt like you did everything right, and it still goes
Teams should be
against you.
knocking down
Clearly
Rambo's
that.
door to try and sign
Definitely
him.
round coming from that long doors push.
I mean, there were rounds like that on Anubis, where you do the entry, you get the kill, you fall back into a nice position, then you try and do another play, and that's what undoes you.
I wonder who could pick up
I'm glad
Slasher
they
as a
have
coach.
Plays and they make plays, but it does feel like sometimes it comes back to haunt them. Here we go. Gizmy putting the rifle to use up top mid, but see how he's going to get out.
Had a flash ready to go and everything to help him, but Peak just comes on an awkward timing for him before he's close to the corner. Flash never arrives. And so a 5v4. T-Vision in no rush.
The rifles are doing it all right now. It's not James on the AWP having to pop off. A lot of the kills last map came to him. Just providing cover, letting his team get back up Cat. Flash goes in. Poi with the M4 on A. Rain has tunnels control.
Which is nice. It enables this 3-man stack, but even now, like as far as this stack goes, the M4's in the site alone. So no way to try and retrieve that for 100 Thieves.
These flashes very
yeah, slower game is going to be interesting how it affects the league.
Wait them out. Molly starts to land around him.
I just wonder if the game is going to be, is it going to be more like 2019 or is it going to be more like 2022?
Can't get a thing done.
Because 2019, slide canceling was insane, obviously.
James' patience pays off, and 2 more at long.
What are the Falcons trying to say in a new tweet? They're just farming engagement. That's literally all it is.
Long is lost. They really don't seem concerned.
Nah, they're literally just farming engagements. Teams are not going to tweet about
really is just so
no team is memeing about Rostermania if they're actually like, you know what I mean? Like they're just
look, man, we have pistols. Like they're going to fight.
They're just going to try to farm engagements.
But it's all about this real discipline for the money.
Man, these are not looking great, bro.
There's so many folks just.
If NAD's paying mid-pack money, they might take a chance on Slasher. That could be kind of interesting.
USP and Eagle at long.
Had Slasher be your coach as a new team.
They're not going to give you a free fight, a free chance to inflict any damage.
It's like talking about the full ecos where they wait till 10 seconds, right? It's like maybe it's not the most fun thing to do, but if you are min-maxing your win, you
get Litigo to coach your new squad.
Give them the chance to remove 4K worth of weaponry on your side. Why would you let them have that chance? For what? A bit of rating?
No,
for an eco kill?
It's like Counter-Strike with ego removed. You know, like there's nothing in here about padding stats. It's all just take the most efficient route, and that means min-maxing the economy. That means using all the time, all the resources that you get for free, and bankrolling yourselves as long as you can.
They want a major like this. James did at least.
No, Clash. They lost map 1. 13-5.
With Flit.
Will Sender follow Hydra again? Probably. I'd imagine. I mean, those guys are like best friends.
That bomb is so far away. Oh, that's going to force the AWP to fire. No, doesn't fall blind Device. He remains with vision. Leave over his shoulder. Trained on the angle, but Device.
So I don't know if that means Shane just solo coaches or if they bring in another one or maybe they just go new coaching staff. I really don't know. Bring J-Cat back.
Into him, though. Trying to sell something. Device is going to get probably 2 shots off in this round. He needs to connect them.
Nice.
Nice. Something for Device.
Oh,
it's the third swing where he falls still. Gets his double. Will that be enough? Because P-Vision battle their way through this B-bomb site. It's on to Poi and Syrah in this retake. They're ahead of the
2v2 retake.
Poi has slipped the net. Jane doesn't hang around. Flash lined up. It's a re-smoke at the door, and now you're left coming through. Poi makes it in, but they hear him on the other side of this smoke.
Oh
James
no!
With that first man, and Poi,
we might be terrible, bro. No way, man.
Hints as to where he is. They'll swing him together,
and we see that same rotation, the post plant that Jay made the other round, right? So he walks, he's closed door, the smoke comes down, then he crosses into.
They're just getting worked, bro. They're just getting worked.
Flash through the smoke. They may have car, but they can't do anything with that position. There's a smoke in their way, so he isn't susceptible. It's a really nice move late in the round. Just playing buddy system with James, and James hits 3
not
shots.
Ideal.
Device gets both of his. That was a
not ideal
5v3 on B, and James still knocks them out on rotation. He is just a weapon.
Scrap the Falcons, maybe.
I mean, you can
if they
see
get
why
Simp.
They're always going for this little cross back over, right? It's like when you're coming.
It feels to me like Scrap and Simp are teaming together next year. Whether that's on Falcons, Gentlemates, or FaZe, who really knows?
You're clearing the tunnels.
Yeah, especially with the smoke down. Got to feel for 100 Thieves in some of these rounds. It's like Anubis again, where it's like, I like their round starters, I like the plays they make, I'm glad they're not afraid, but they are getting squeezed.
Oh, nice. Good leg.
Nice.
Okay, right, yeah. Device is tapped in. He's willing to do anything to win. He's decided.
He hit him too. Let's go.
So now, wall bangs.
Gizby's cooked.
Smoke shots.
Oh, man. He jumped right into the crosshair,
Honestly,
bro. Dude.
How do you not just feel like crushed if you're 100 Thieves?
B-stack,
Because
yeah.
they've gone for the B-stack. These rounds have all used the maximum length of the clock. There's been nothing like super fast and direct. You play the
How long do you think
B-stack
until
fighting mid
Thieves get a
control,
superstar roster again?
and they rush A.
Couple years.
Cool.
Might have to have a more dark horse roster for, you know, the next 2 seasons until free agency hits with a lot of big names again.
Division just walk it into A. So go and pick up. Okay, now it's worth hunting a little bit. Get this rifle out of Poi's hands.
It also kind of depends how like how young guns shake out, right? Like Optic superstars are never leaving.
We've got our guns. You can have yours.
Right. So like you got to kind of wait until what Scrap and Hydra are available again. Joe Deceives.
Send him in, yeah.
Who else? You got to see how like a Luca and Kips turn out, or any of them, like maybe Ethan, DK, how they turn out when they get in the league. It'll probably be 2 seasons until most of those names are free agents.
You don't often get this when you're playing against these James squads. You've been able to extract a bit of value in your eco. You get out with an extra AK. I'm sure Zway is going to get a talking to for that. But it's 100 Thieves burning another timeout.
Another timeout.
Feel that this game is slipping from their grasp.
And their tournament life as well. This is lower bracket here in the BO3 group stage.
Man, they're getting. I thought it'd be better than this, bro. They're kind of getting cooked. Dash retires in 2 years. Scrap will take his place and retire an Optic. Probably. Probably. Dude, I can't lie, and this is nothing against Optic, but it's so annoying that every player or like person that makes content just ends up on Optic because this is why I'm saying it's not Optic's fault. Because nobody else in the league fucking tries, bro. Except for Gentlemates. I'll give Gentlemates credit now. They're still newer, and obviously it's all French, and I don't speak French, so it's part of the reason I don't watch it. But like Thieves, like FaZe, like these teams should be in the conversation to be signing these big time personalities more than they are. It's just like every player that has a personality, everyone always says is going to go to Optic because they're like the only ones who try.
You've been seeing the same util.
So I'm annoyed with these other teams, bro.
Starts, but you never feel any the wiser as to where it's ending. This mid-smoke could mean 10 different things based on what you've seen in the game thus far.
Nah, DK's him.
Thankfully,
DK's him, and I also feel like the way DK plays, like he's going to be good at any type of game. I think it's easier for an AR to adjust than an SMG probably, like game to game, based on like pacing and things, but I do think I think DK's gonna. I would love DK on LAT, bro. I really would. I'd love Ethan on LAT too.
Again, you're looking at Device. You're looking at Rain. They've got a multi-kill.
I'd be so down for Thieves to take a chance on young guns and just try to build like a squad that has unknown upside.
Trouble. There it is. A lot of eyes on. Rain does back out. It's a sneaky move to survive, and that might cancel the call.
Beezy, Neum, DK, Kremp. I'd be down. I'd be down as long as DK is just DK's getting the kills and Neum's being more of the stable backline presence.
They shouldn't look at these reinforcements. Just
nice.
The defense now at B.
Dude, Reaper, they don't be watching, bro. They don't be watching. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. It's truly not as hard as people think it is to make content. It doesn't cost as much money as people think it does. Teams just don't want to try. And it's mind-blowing because when you look at esports teams around the world, the ones that are successful are the ones that have a fan base. And the ones that have a fan base make content. That's literally all. It's literally like that is the path in esports. You have to be able to sell merch, which the Thieves do a great job of. They sell apparel really well. You have to be able to get sponsors, and the Thieves do a good job of that as well. But brother, I feel like LAT could just do so much more. They could just do so much more. Optic posts like 3 podcasts a week. The Thieves post 3 a season. And maybe I don't know everything, obviously, what it's like behind the scenes, because I don't. But holy shit, dude, please.
Just walking it in.
All right, well, feeling like the slow pace maybe gave too much time to 100 Thieves in the last
nice rain.
one. They try and go quickly in a B this time around. Slacks the Jez with the trade. Poi up here in the window.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier, Lee, is like, I will give the Thieves benefit of the doubt in that sense that the COD team is in Texas and everybody else, staff, all the other teams, everybody's in LA at the compound. So that does make it harder for them. So I will give them that benefit of the doubt. It is a lot harder when the team is not in LA with the entire production crew in the compound with all that space they have to film. But I do kind of feel like you should be investing in making the fact that they're in Texas like work. Like the Thieves. The LA Thieves content team is literally Austin, AA, and then they have one part-time guy. They literally have 2 people. 1.5 people.
You've got to read on how James calling this, and he just hits you with the uppercut B. And in a way, it almost feels like.
And I understand hiring people costs money, but
you lose that last round.
You have to spend money to make money, to some extent.
And you say, well, what if we did just go faster? But that is enough.
But what do I know? I'm a little biased because I love content, I guess, in that aspect.
For 100 Thieves.
I know, Mirror. Dude, the team, like the team that won champs, the MW3 team made so much content for the Thieves, bro. And now the last couple years with 2 of the biggest names in the league, we made like, what, less than 10 videos probably? They're solid, Jack. They're like top 30, 35 in the world, but the team they're playing is like top 12, I think, or somewhere along there.
Forever, B is feeling threatened, can never get comfortable on this site. Boy starts with Rain, who got tagged. Devices once more looking for this mid pick. He has been giving us good outputs. They've not been given
They gotta close this half strong, bro, please.
No one out mid because there's no door smoke. He comes in late. It's me with nades on Cat.
Yeah, the Vanguard team used to cook with content. But what I will also say is, like, just because the LA Thieves, like, where they are in Texas doesn't have a lot of staff, I don't understand why they can't film content and then just send it to their editors who work in LA. Like, is that not, why can't you do that? As far as I know, I think AA does everything. He films, he edits, he does everything.
Just found a new set of util and just leaving them around for him.
Like, just film the content and send it to editors.
But will be joining his team. Meant to be before the Cat hit. It's Yellow, hard lurking long on low health.
Oh, okay. Thank God they killed Jame, bro.
Now they've got to go.
Device, you got to hit this shot, brother.
Time is of the essence. They hear Gizmi rotating back. That's an extra volley of util up on a
nice.
short. And with Device covering the cross, you want to say he's a very safe pair of hands. Over the top of the smoke.
Don't troll this.
Has found it, but you got 10 seconds to run this bomb in. Gives me 1 kill in the right place. Could steal this round away, and he's living up to the namesake. That is a robbery from the 100 Thieves.
Nice.
Just
W robbery.
That one back with a bomb denial.
Yeah, excellent stuff.
Do you think with the new team, LT move their offs back to LA? No. You have to be in Texas if you want to compete. LA internet and servers are terrible.
Doesn't get put down. Gives me denies.
If you want to be a competent team in the CDL, you have to be in Texas.
But he got his first, and he hasn't been on car at all this game, but on the first...
I wish, Tully, I wish. You never know, right? You never know. We keep working.
100 Thieves hanging on in this CT side. Definitely the chance to sweeten this half. It's just an expensive round at the end when they run in on Catwalk. They didn't really need to do that. It lost them 2 more guns. But they'd already won the round. So if they lose this, they're in trouble. And it seems like P-Vision want to do what they do best. Another blind B hit. James didn't even show that orb there either. Oh, that smoke will stop it for a second.
Just, you know, they do a flit, like, doing all the usual tells that you're taking a bit of mid-control, that you're looking for short. He threw in the molly on the drop-down, but Gizmi's just not bought it whatsoever. And it was his push on short that actually started this comeback for 100 Thieves. He's looking to do it again. And so
Has this been your best year growing the channel-wise? I mean, every year it's grown. So I don't really know what I'd say the best year is, honestly.
Now they start to assemble a B stack. If you are going to go, you've got to hit now because the window's closing. B site stacked.
Nice, boy.
And boy hits.
But this year's been great. I have no complaints.
As they come out through the tunnels, James left saving.
Another gives me MVP round. I mean, what can you say? He's won them like 3 rounds at this point on the CT side. Straight up single-handedly getting the most important kill or information or winning to the clock. It's a great job from Gizmi on that re-push up Cats. Device also had full long doors, right? It's a bit of a team effort. He had full long doors locked in with the AWP. They knew that was going to be B. Felt too obvious there. And so Dastan with a first timeout in this map or the last round of the half. So P-Vision can really try and squeeze
Let's go,
one
Clash.
more off their T side because it slowed down a little bit. 100 Thieves winning 3 of the last 4. It's been a good game though. Competitive map. Some of the riflers on P-Vision a little quieter than Anubis.
I need more Rostermania news, though, bro. I'm waiting for more shit to drop. What's like the next craziest thing that could happen? The Falcons are in conversations with Optic about Mercules. I think if that dropped, the world would explode.
Wonder if they're going to try and target Gizmi at all, right? Just with how pronounced he's been out here.
I wonder if any team's ever tried to, like, buy one of those players from Optic. Like, has ever even hit up Hex and just been like, hey, and Hex has been like, shut up. Like, I wonder if that's ever even been tried, or if everyone just, like, knows it's not going to happen, so they've never actually tried it.
That's what Luminosity said.
Got Device up here on the boost. With a molly down, they're moving behind it.
Ooh, saw something.
Fast play out mid to B.
Oh no, James got a kill.
James Orp in with an opening. Rain.
Rain.
Run right into him, and Slaxages just spams him through the smoke. Rain's hoping to play later, catch them by surprise as they're planting that bomb. Never gets to.
What a check. So
a man down on this retake. Split up close in middle, just handed a free kill. And a very lengthy flank for Sierra in through the tunnels. This is all the making of it. 1 out half for P-Vision.
Oh, man.
James even boosted to make matters worse. That missed flash just sold this round down the river, but it's a B retake.
7-5 half. They got to be good in the second half, bro. They got to be really good.
Round there for P-Vision. Just a mid to B pop. Something they haven't done for a minute. That puts 7 on this T side.
New Warzone big map confirmed for MW4, by the way, for any of my Warzone gamers.
Elimination, daunting, but very much a factor in this series at the bottom of the group. 100 Thieves made quite the run through the open qualifier. But it may all be coming to a close unless they can mount a comeback here.
Yeah, they have to win this pistol. They got to win this pistol, and they got to win the second one. Because they be trolling their second rounds after winning pistols sometimes.
Largely had a pretty good time in these pistol rounds, at least. So hope ain't lost yet.
Okay, they're stacking B. W.
Like an A play, you got all the util to do it. 5 men in the long doors. James just plays for the spot.
Now go quick. He blocks the smoke. Not really.
Quite.
Maybe a little bit.
There's a gap here, and yes, there is. Way exploits it to the maximum degree. Double headshot through the smoke.
I just filled out a form, James, on the EWC website, and they accepted it.
Thinking about that, they're thinking about this post plant, setting up on catwalk to retake together.
EWC is pretty good about giving rights. I think anybody can watch EWC no matter what, as long as you fill out the form. And it's just on their website. Like they're pretty good at like making it easy.
And so Device just trying to battle through this CT grouping, but they lose their teammate in this site. Gizmi here
it's
as well.
over,
it's
bro.
So claustrophobic as he comes back from long.
Oh man, dude.
James get all 3. He was a spawn player. They're all up cat. He got 3 kills.
Oh man.
Just pulled
approval for
triple kill out
Val.
of
Yeah, you need
nowhere.
approval
I
for
thought
Val,
living
and
would be enough
I
with
hit
that
them. I
spawn smoke
applied
down.
like last week, and I don't think I haven't heard anything. I haven't been super good at checking my email this week, but
Starts with a Zwei double.
It's even
why is chess an esport? I mean, I don't know. Chess is honestly pretty popular on Twitch, so that's probably why. It's just pretty popular in like the Twitch and like gaming sphere.
They know they've got the smoke to keep the pressure on. They can look for that defuse. It's handled so well. They don't stake it all on trying to stop the cross.
Of course, James triple kill pistol, so he's buying that orb. He wanted it. Hit a tag on Syrah, some return damage, but he's rotating quick, and 100 Thieves have read this. Devices walk straight out mid doors. He's got a read on James' reposition. Feels it's too good to be true. Mid to B is a very good call.
Yeah, I hope I can watch Val. I hope I can watch Val, but I don't know if I don't know how strict they are with their acceptance for their co-streaming.
Spam is brutalized 100 Thieves. Jame with one, Sway with the other.
It's so cooked.
And it's another round where you're left saying this was
And the
right
Thieves spent
idea.
money
This
on
was the
guns
right
too.
move. Device is now the sole survivor from this mid split, and he
Dang,
gets
bro.
deleted as soon as he plays through the window, and now they know where this last guy is coming from.
Yeah.
Rain leapt on a flawless round for P-Vision.
Wow.
Rain is just spamming the tunnel smoke while that mid to B is going on, so they just ignore him. Two players both looking at window
That's
and door,
tough.
and Rain doesn't get any impact there.
That is tough.
Don't care at all. While Slaxer just lines him up in middle. This double smoke spam in spawn. Woo, 3 players shooting through it. Just a beautiful round there out of P-Vision. And that was the force bite off the bomb plant, so 100 Thieves got nothing here. You can feel the hopes and dreams dwindling with every passing kill.
Thieves were down bad, bro. It doesn't matter. Counter-Strike, COD. Oh, piss. Valorant really got to keep going crazy, dude. They really got to keep going crazy. Yeah, he was Reaper. He was on FaZe like a year ago. He got benched or whatever, and then Thieves picked him up when they started their team.
I mean, when they're switched on, like no other team kind of makes every effort feel as futile as this one. You try all these new ideas, you're changing the pace, different types of aggro.
Dang, bro.
Side, you know, like looking for room, looking for information. T-half now.
This would have to be an insane comeback. It just feels so hopeless. How long do you think it'll be before the first roster announcement? It'll be a while. I give it a few weeks at least, maybe end of the month. End of the month or a week or two into next month.
But you're silently.
Dude, James, that's what I'm saying. The Thieves can only have one good roster at a time. So right now it's Valorant.
They're running out of time if they want to save themselves.
Now or it's never.
James 15-5.
You went 20-7 last month.
Yeah, it's just the craziest KDs.
Yeah, we're getting belt from James. Thank God.
Close. Either AWP connects. Twice gets out of danger. I want to see James just no-scope the wall. Feels like that kind of game, huh? Twice. Up Cats. James lets him go.
Yeah, they made some changes like a few months ago, Clash. Now they're really good. Damn, Dre. Not like this, please, bro.
Foothold for a cap
Please,
play,
we
but
need you.
that's exactly what P-Vision are expecting. They've
What's good,
players
Skyler?
in the bomb site running a bit of a bait and switch. Slaxer is waiting with that flashbang, the palm flash.
They're about to just get blended, aren't they? Look at the nade damage. They just lost like all their HP.
Bit of support from Zwei coming back alongside as well.
I mean,
Quick
this
to
is
deal
just
with the CT drop down.
This is just a different level, bro.
You just feel like you're
It's just a
playing
different
into
level. The skill
of
gap
this
in
CT
Counter-Strike
defense.
is insane.
Flit was full blind and surely dead, but it's Yellow from B who spammed that ramp player out through the
It's still
smoke.
at 3 minutes,
Saves
did it
his
actually,
teammates'
Skylar?
life. They're just trying to scrap their way back into this round. But
That's
100
insane.
Thieves getting nowhere fast.
I saw people
Just
complaining
Boyd
the chain cost too much
lives
money.
and goes on with a double. That's unbelievable. It's the B player who kills the guy.
Oh,
on A
man.
through the smoke. Nothing
It's
can
never
go
been
wrong right now
worse.
for P-Vision. It is just meant to be now. 11-5. This was a
It's
back
never
and
been
forth affair
worse.
at the start of the map, but upon hitting CT side, P-Vision have not slowed down. 4 straight rounds. 2 more to send them home.
Okay, the comeback starts here, chat. Well, probably not this round, but next round with the back against the wall, comeback starts.
Spam's coming through. 2 missed nades on that. It would have destroyed them.
Yeah, Skylar, that's quite expensive. 400 each is quite expensive. Our CS tourney's way longer. Yeah, this is 2 weeks for UWC. It's like Wednesday through Sunday for 2 different weeks.
This time, though, you don't have this A setup ready to receive the short play. It is going to feel more stressful here. But the window on this is closing. James beginning his rotation. A third player arrives, and with a fresh belt, a util, they're taking all the wind out the sails of the 100 Thieves.
All right,
Hello.
back into the blender we go. Here we go.
Bound for ramp. Flit finds himself
Run
in
at
the
him,
sights,
run
so
at
no
him.
problems there for the nades. Jane with a
Run
rare
at
miss.
him.
Zwei in position to back him up.
Push,
Just a bait and
push,
switch
push.
Again at Goose.
Okay.
Only good for the 1.
Now pick up their guns.
James alongside, even if he was looking away, he's stealing himself in on the corner.
They're not even picking up
ready
the
for a
gun.
retake.
Okay, Device just picked it up.
Boost it.
Oh, that almost hit him.
Up quietly. They're here.
Device, you gotta go. Okay, they got 2 guns.
No one's ready for
Nobody's looking ramp.
Shot in the back. Rain left as the last man standing.
Nobody's looking
and
ramp.
cannot hold
Oh
on.
my gosh,
Division,
bro.
They've got themselves many a chance to close this out. It's the end of the
Dude.
line for the 100 Thieves.
You know, Skylar, it's just what it's gonna be.
So early, right? You think
We just don't have the pull.
Setting up, maybe going cat or long, 2 rifles, just walk into that bomb site, completely catch 100 Thieves off guard. I think the eco strat is cool. The nade stack on ramp, but of course that's when Flit's playing on default. Can't catch a break. 12-5.
This is where the
Pure
comeback starts
domination.
right here. Back against the wall, you buy every round, so you don't got to think about your money.
This here for P-Vision, despite it not starting that way.
Right here, 7 rounds in a row, we go to overtime. Then it's going to be a battle in overtime. They win it. And we go game 3. Strap in. Here we go. This is groups, and it works the exact same way as COD. So this is losers bracket of the group.
See no long control.
This guy's about to pipe him. I already know it.
A nice off angle. Take pressure on B. Zway's going to confirm what we already know.
Number 8 just ran away down long. I feel like they're not going to expect him here.
That's a lot of damage.
He does so
Sure,
much
still gets
damage,
the
bro.
trade, but at what cost? They get the long space.
Nah, they're like
very wounded with
one of the
ball
lowest
in
ranked teams in
tow.
the tournament, Skylar. They're like 30 something.
If you give up this long control, you're going to go looking for a bit elsewhere. They scope up on short, didn't see anything, and just... It's a retreat for 100 Thieves. Moving away from
They're
the
like Breach or
original
Ravens
intention of
CS. I mean,
changing this
they're
one.
brand
They
new.
feel
This
like
is the
they've got a
first
gap
year.
on the other side of the map.
And they went from unranked to top 30 like
Seconds, though. They got to get a move on already.
pretty quickly,
P-Vision
which
are
is kind of
pressuring.
insane.
They're starting
Yeah,
to
exactly.
rotate
They
over.
weren't
They
even
know
expected
that
to be
all could
here,
middle.
so
Flit's playing
in fact,
this
they
very
qualified as
carefully.
tippable, but
On the doors,
they did
Shallow
not
needs
have a good
something
showing.
here, and the first kill connects.
They had a really
Device
bad
comes
showing
down, one
at this
rotate.
event.
Slice is just making it across, and they're just going to charge this bomb. Surely they can win the game right now. They kill the plant.
You got the
after
plant.
bomb goes
Oh, it's
down,
on
and
Device. He's nowhere
is
near
lost
it.
to the wind. I
GG.
think that's it. I think 100 Thieves are getting eliminated on
GG.
this stick as P-Vision just push it over the line. It is a beautiful post-plant retake.
Well,
What
no
a
EWC
series from
points.
P-Vision. 2-13
The Thieves will probably drop in the leaderboard a bit. A little bit less money for the squad.
Despite the open qualifier run, they will end here at the bottom of the group.
Yeah, 1 week in Paris, and you know, we were happy to see
Dang, bro.
Rain Device in this 100 Thieves squad in full swing, but the moment you get into the main event, they come up against some stiff competition.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing a top 15 team in the world, and you're one of the lowest ranked. It's just... And they played a top, like, 3 team for their first match. It just didn't have a chance. Yeah, they're out.
Dunzo, especially if it's out of 100 Thieves.
They are out. See how nicely he's feeling.
It is what it is. End of the day, we just need more experience with Gizmy. We need more experience as a squad. We're getting that. It's going to take some time, and that's how it's going to go, all right? I love you guys, chat. I appreciate y'all being here, man. I will be back on at 3 p.m. for Apex Screams.
Rip.
Real bad. It is not a good sign when Dylan Envoy, who's a respected player, goes on Twitter and says, "You were the worst teammate I've ever had."
Rip.
That is...
Let's see what the podcast has got going on.
Really trust his opinion on a topic like that.
Man.
Yeah, I could kind of see this shaking out. Yeah, have you heard anything since then?
They have Hydra on FaZe.
Like, has he...
They have Hydra and Scrap on FaZe right now.
Situation that Gentlemates are in, or like his mentality, I guess.
What's your thoughts on the whole Simp free? Well, Simp, I don't think Simp's a free agent. I think he's contracted to FaZe, and I don't think he leaves. I think if anything, Scrap goes to FaZe. I don't see I really don't see Simp leaving FaZe.
Much. Like, I think he talked about it in a couple days after the whole situation, and he walked back some of the things that he said. I'm trying to remember. I think he said that he definitely wanted to work on,
do him and Sib have beef?
I think so, yeah. That's why the Surge team is crazy to me, because like it's just I don't see how him and
just a PR move? Yeah, this is probably just to get more money. But the Falcons could also just be interested in trying to get Simp. Just because the Falcons want to get Simp doesn't mean the FaZe or Simp's going to entertain it.
Yeah, they need...
Yeah, feeling Scrap stays in LAT. Atrix, I'm going to be honest, brother. You might want to get rid of that feeling, or you're going to be real disappointed. You're going to be real disappointed if you have that feeling.
Take young players with raw talent and teach them the fundies of COD and get them to really believe in one idea. That's the Rambo Ray thing. The Ray thing is like, you put Ray in a room with a bunch of egos, like that's a tough already for people to manage. That's not really the Ray style of how he wants things.
They must put Neum on Koi. What's going on? What are they doing right now?
Should not happen. I think Pred, Sib, Skies, that whole conversation that got leaked yesterday.
Am I just deleted them?
That is great for Vancouver because they're gonna have a relevant team. It is bad for all 3 of those players.
Wait, I haven't, Skylar. Because as I'm going through this roster builder thing, like Thieves, let's say, do we think that obviously they're gonna have a BZ? Do you think they keep Neum or no?
Yes.
So they probably keep Neum. And then, what do you do if you're Thieves? You're in a rebuild, right? So, like,
yeah, Nameless.
Like, what are your options? Estriel's restricted, so you'd have to buy him. But I do think Estriel is a good option here. I actually like Estriel on Koi or Thieves. I like it in both places.
He may stay on Gentlemates too. It depends on what happens with FaZe. I could see them not moving on from Estriel.
Well, I think Kremp. We talked about Kremp in the last episode, chat, and I think Kremp is still under contract. Right, so
the thing is that Thieves can pay a buyout if they're not paying for Scrap and Hydra. Like if let's say you pay Scrap and Hydra 400k each, you could pay 100k to buy out Kremp plus a 200k contract, and that's still less than you were going to pay Hydra.
I see him joining G2, and then I mean obviously they had some success together, and then them figuring out from there maybe keeping Envoy, and then. I don't know who you
hey, peace out, Skyler.
But I could definitely see that.
Peace.
I could see this being the core of G2 with one.
Appreciate you popping in.
Depending on how the dominoes fall. It's going to be really interesting, though. Like, I think the base level of, like, the
Scrap, Lurks,
teams,
Abe, and Neum.
The top talent all,
and that would be sick.
Congregates on these top two.
Too bad it ain't going to happen.
I could definitely see the middle of
the Thieves just...
Yo, the Thieves fans have the worst offseason, bro.
Yeah, they do.
Attached just said it.
Losing Scrap and Hydra, and
the Thieves fans have the worst offseason. We just have no leverage.
A good team.
We'll have a good dark horse like 4 through 6 team, but they just have no leverage.
They're gonna be stressing because it could be like maybe a Neptune, maybe a Kleenex, maybe a Rancor,
or something like that.
Hey, peace out, Clash.
Buying a Luca, like it's just gonna be weird for the Thieves fans.
Yeah, we're the Thieves fans in the chat. Yo, say what up if you're a Thieves fan in the chat. That's what your roster's gonna look like going into 2027.
Nah, they're not getting the GOAT. They're not getting the GOAT.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, no, there's gonna be some room for some of these teams to make some moves in the middle as well. Like I said, I think G2 can probably field a pretty solid roster if they go and grab Ghosty, Kremp. I think they should keep Kremp if you're G2. But other than that, we could talk about Toronto a little bit. I think we can do some call-ins though, because I know Dill, you had a big list.
Toronto's we talk about Vancouver. Do either of you like this Vancouver thing?
No, I think this team is going to be
Nah,
awful.
Pred Sib and Neptune together is literally a disaster.
It's really gonna work, but
They'll be good at Major
I
1,
think
and
it
then
might
they're
be
just going to
similar
absolutely
Gentlemen
explode.
X Major 1, where like they start off hot. This team is going to be
Yeah,
so
it can be
up and
fun,
down.
Skylar.
Like they're going to get 12th in an event, and then maybe they make a top 3 run, and then next event they're getting 12th again.
Dude, Amir,
Like,
I'm with
that's
you.
literally what's gonna happen.
I
This is
think
what happens on
they
the
should
weekend.
try to see if they can get a Luca.
Why do you think those players are gravitating towards each other so quick in this roster mania?
Because they just want to kill shit. They just spent a whole year on all their respective teams, like probably looking at one or two.
I
guys
think
on their
Aluka's
team, like, damn, can you get some more
fantastic,
kills?
and
I know these types
I
of
would love for the
players.
Thieves to
Yeah,
just
those
try to
teams
bring
are
in
the
like
types of
a
players,
someone
bro.
like that
It's
just a
just how it
super
is.
high. I mean, Luca
And,
already
like, at
proved how
times,
good he
like,
is,
you get that
but just
mentality,
anyone
you're
with like high
bro,
upside.
we're talking about all this stuff. Just get a couple.
The
more
problem is
kills
if you're
and we'll
not going to
win.
have like
And
a,
I deadass
if
think all
these
of
other teams are going to be super teams, there's basically no way for you to beat them consistently unless your team heavily overperforms. So that's why I feel like you just go for these high upside players that like you don't know the ceiling, because that's the only way I think you have a chance. Bro, nobody knew Merc was going to be this good, right? Everyone knew Merc was good. He was like a top three AR in challengers when he got picked up, but no one knew Merc was going to be this good. You gotta just do something. You gotta find that diamond in the rough that might just make your team godlike. That people didn't really expect.
These players know they're not getting on like the optics, the phases, probably the Gentlemen or the
Kairu,
Falcons,
thank you
so
for
they're
follow.
like, yo, fuck it,
Scrap
let's
gets a
just build
scump
something
type
quick, 'cause
contract from
other than
LAT.
that, they have to wait. They
I
still
mean, the
kinda
Thieves
have to
could
wait for
offer
Rostermania,
Scrap
but they
a
know, like,
shit ton of
they're
money.
not in control of this
You know what I
offense.
mean? And then give another player a cheap contract. But why would he go to a team that wasn't going to win?
Like,
yeah, which is what cooks them.
Like they could say, "Hey, Scrap, we'll double your salary since we're not paying Hydra."
MW2.
But then they're gonna spend like 100K or something like that on their fourth.
Bro.
Yeah,
Look
I
at the
know,
old
Dill.
Seattle's placings. It was 12th, 3rd, 12th, 1st, 12th. Like it was just, it was the most inconsistent shit ever.
Just bipolar placings, and that's the problem with these guys. Man, like I see again, I think you guys all make good points, and it's why it's happening because it's just the most convenient option for all three of them. But
well, they just know like if we can lock in, we have enough talent. So they're just talent hoarding at this point, and it's just easy.
Yeah, this Surge team is like we're gonna
it's
upset
just so odd to me because
like phase one day, and then we're gonna get top 12 at the event.
Internal disagreements last time Dante and Caesar played. That team.
Top end challengers less than 100K.
Wait,
Top end challengers players are probably gonna make more than that.
From a few years ago. That was from a few years ago.
I think like DK he'll make more than $100,000.
So Ronnie tweeted that.
Kind of depends where I guess they end up, but
yeah, I had it open.
right there.
I just don't know how.
Neptune's on this one.
they probably make more.
I don't think he's.
I think
I say
it's
Thieves
just
go get
convenience. I think
DK,
what's
bro.
going
Just go
on
do it.
here- Benji conspiracy theory. Vancouver want to make a better team and don't want to see her in waiting Rostermania. AG and Dante are not tier 1 options for any one of these teams. Neither is Caesar. You put the three together, get a fourth, and you can get your shit done by the middle of August, and you're not waiting for everybody else.
If we're gonna lean into this,
last year too.
If we're gonna lean
better
into
than last year.
Yeah,
It can't be worse.
It's better than last year, but like
that's true.
there's a lot of risk with this roster, which you guys have highlighted. Like they may want to kill each other by February.
I would just lean into it and go Rencor. Then fuck it, we're just all playing for kills at this point. Like scrims are gonna
play TDM, bro.
Yeah,
We're playing
like-
TDM. We don't give a fuck.
Ramp,
that'd be
Beans,
so fun to
Abizi, and
watch, like,
Neum.
hilarious to watch. Rencor, Sib, Neptune,
I
Pred.
mean-
oh my god.
They should stream it. No. If that happens,
I don't know. I
that's
feel
a
like
team that
Beans
should
is just a
every
known
week stream
quantity.
it.
He's just like
You guys-
okay.
if your
It's
team
no
might
disrespect to
break up, like,
Beans.
bro, y'all are gonna,
Don't get me wrong, the team would
they'd
be
like,
solid, but they'd be like top
Who was
6.
like the big crash out team that people used to watch back, and they like
It'd be like a phase.
Farico, bro.
Yeah, Farico,
yeah.
Farico, bro. They crash outs on streamers.
But there would be the one day of the week, like the one league match of the week, like where they just blitz their opponent. Like they will have matches like that where it's like, oh my god, everybody's a 2.0
Yeah, no,
today.
this team would like dominate phase or Gentlemates one match. And, like, yo, these are godlike. And then the next match they lose to Carolina or some shit. They get Nestled by Carolina the next day.
Yeah, they'd literally be
That
like
team would be, bro.
a 500 roster, but they all have 1.2s. That's
You know,
literally what I look at.
you know what we need?
What?
They stream their scrims, but there's like a cam in the top right of their room that you can like. That's the one that streams the scrims too, so you can hear them. And then
Beans
see
was
the one
decent
that,
on
like, ends
MW3.
up
Beans was decent, yeah. No, Beans is a solid player. Like, don't get me wrong, Beans is solid. But every year he kind of just he gets dropped every single season for a reason. You know what I mean?
That'd be a lot of work.
I'm bringing gloves. I'm bringing boxing gloves. All right.
Like, there's just certain players in a league that just get passed around, and it's just like there's a reason for that. They're just kind of like
This is ISO ball. Yeah, I can
solid,
see them
but
making
not
this team, though. It's
necessarily
funny we're
top.
joking about it, but like this could end up legitimately being the roster. Like actually, because Rancor I saw is unrestricted, right?
Yeah, no, Amir, it's definitely not gonna be the same team.
Yeah.
There is no chance that Thieves, this BZ Neum Scrap Hydra team runs it back.
Under contract with Gentlemates, so he would require a buyout, but it could be one of those things where nobody wants to buy him out, and then Gentlemates have no leverage, and they just let him walk.
Yep, because they got to spend a lot of money already, right? If they're making.
Do you think replaces Troy and LAT?
Yeah, so we'll see.
I don't know. Maybe they go get Slasher.
Listen, the Vancouver team.
Troy's a SND guy. Maybe you go get Litigoat.
Sake of those players, they don't do
Bring
it.
him in as like an assistant behind Shane.
A dog shit franchise, so like I want them to like actually have a team that can win some games.
What do you see Thieves doing?
It's just a Seattle team again. Like they're
Probably what everyone's saying. Sign some version of Envoy, Ghosty, Kremp, Estriel, Rencor, somewhere along those lines.
Probably do what you did 2 years ago, right? Or whatever it was 3 years ago. Like dip down to the challengers, grab a couple guys. If you miss out on like the A tier, like the next tier players. But if you're Koi, what are you doing here if you're Koi? Because obviously Insight's probably gone. Abe, I don't think he played well enough to earn a starting spot going into the new year. Kind of in a rough spot for Koi. Especially,
I think there's a lot of potential here.
Is there?
To be honest, if they want to spend the money though, like they're gonna have to spend a little bit more. Because I mean, Kips and Kleenex is a great starting spot. You can go for. You tell one of the surge teams like, "Yo, it'll be a lot more common."
Yeah, Kips and Kleenex is a good duo. I do wonder like
and be better. Don't go do
what
that
Koi
next
end up
year.
doing, because there's like the thought like they could go for Ethan DK. I've heard people say that that's not happening.
Some European players like an Ethan or a DK would not surprise me at all on this.
That's what I just said.
It's like Koi fashion.
I could see like a go. I think like a Ghosty would be pretty good over there as well. Like a Ghosty Estriel, Kleenex Kips would be kind of good.
Because I think Kleenex and Kips want like what they need one more like confirmed shooter. They need like a Neptune. That's someone that could get a damn kill, or a Rancor, someone that can get a damn kill, and then you bring like DK or Ethan as the fourth.
Well, are we looking at this different? Is there a world where either the Thieves team or the Koi team go like, all right, we're gonna full rebuild and like let both our players into the market?
You know, it's actually an interesting question, chat. If you're a player, what duo would you rather play with? Neum and Abizi or Kleenex and Kips?
Build Slaying Thieves and give us one more season for.
Because they're both good duos.
Why would you say Toronto, bro? Like Toronto is in.
Who would you rather play
Both
with?
teams are in great positions. If they sign the right players, like they are the dark horse squads for next year.
Damn, why did Abizi sign that contract, bro?
I mean, he was teaming with Scrap and Hydra for a year. He figured like, hey, maybe we win a chip, win champs, they stay. But Abizi's going from the phase trio to Scrap and Hydra to shit. Good players still, but like the mid pack. Like
Yeah, this might be the beginning of the end for Abizi.
I mean, the year was solid enough, but
This might be the beginning of the end for Abizi, where it's like he's going to be like what 27 on probably like a mid pack type team,
Where else would he have gone in an offseason?
and his stock might drop a bit after maybe some mid
have it
years.
expire with those guys because the
There
Thieves were
was no shot.
the Thieves
The
were as
Thieves are buying
desperate
out
for
Tyler.
him as they were, right? For like as he was to join them, right? So I don't know. I
Well, I
feel like
think
they
the
didn't
Thieves
have
had-
better.
Maybe
They
they
had-
sell him.
Well, they had Scrap and Hydra too, so that was like, yo, come join Thieves. We have Scrap and Hydra as well, so that makes the decision a lot easier. But
he
now
got
it's
got.
like, okay, you're
He
the one
got
that has to
got.
rebuild now.
Would
Let's
Abizi
see
and
what you
Envoy
do.
be a good
Do you get
duo? They could be
Kremp? Do you
solid.
get Kleenex? Do you get a Rencor? Do you
They could
get
be pretty good.
a Ghosty?
Abizi head bashing and Envoy taking her out.
He got. If that situation, he had leverage and I don't think he used it. I don't know the situation all the way. So if Abizi, if you're watching, you can call me out my shit. But I feel like looking at it from the information that I have, like he had leverage and he probably shouldn't have signed a 2-year personally. But either way, that's the situation that he's in.
Poor Tyler, man.
Poor Tyler, man. For real. I mean, maybe they can figure it out. Like if they're willing to spend a little bit.
Yeah, this would be a team that needs to get like an Aluka.
Yes, yeah, 100%. If they can get like an Aluka, then maybe you salvage this year going into it.
I'd love Aluka, bro.
Who else though? Is there anyone else?
Aluka Kremp.
You can go back to Ghosty. You can.
Aluka Kremp would be pretty good. Neum Abizi, Aluka Kremp would actually be pretty. I would like that.
Yeah, neither do I.
You got a lot of slaying power. You got pace.
Yeah, you have one of them, and then you have an Aluka or something.
Aluka Kremp is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all those like that.
I
tier
do
of players that are like good. Maybe
like.
an Estriel.
Yeah.
Like, those
I
guys are
hope
good,
the Thieves
but
don't
you're
get
gonna
so
have
caught up
tough
on
matches against
trying
the top
to
2, top
keep
3
Scrap
teams.
and Hydra,
And then Abizi's just gonna
considering
get
they
checked,
don't
bro,
really
and
have the
this is
best
how
hand.
career spirals.
And then they
this is
miss
how-
out on other names because they were too like tunnel vision. Do you know what I mean? Like you're spending so much time and energy like trying to keep Scrap and Hydra, and then they don't sign, and then you forgot, like you didn't do enough work to talk to other people, and then you miss out on everybody.
Oh man,
I love Rostermania and all the players.
That would be worst case scenario. Where next thing you know, we're like a month from now, Scrap and Hydra are gone, Aluka, Rencor, Estriel, Ghosty, these guys are all on other teams, and the Thieves are just sitting here like, wait a second.
Yeah, like if you're
We're
Estriel,
cooked.
like you're sitting there like, I was fucking ripping. Like I've been frying. Like the phone's not ringing. You're just waiting for Hydra. That's the worst shit.
Gotta wait for the top 3 to top 4 to figure it out.
You get Mamba and Craze. We get Mamba and Craze. Bring them back.
What are you doing here, though?
Bring them back.
I think every now
Bring
and
them
then
together
I'll
to the
start mentioning
Thieves.
about listen, like depending on what breaks with Genomites and Falcons and Thieves, like
His offseason is Corey's true test. Yeah. It's gonna be
yes, then you know
he's really gonna have to finesse, bro.
If it's no, then
don't get me wrong, the Thieves have a attractive offer. They can offer good money. Thieves brand is solid. Abizi and Niam's a good duo. It's just not as good as Mates Phase Optic. And Falcons can double the salary.
in the game, so it's a long season. Anything can happen.
What up, gang? This might just be the squad. If that happens, this might be. See, that would be the enticing thing right there. Like if it's 100, 200K more, like not the millions like Ben was saying, but the 4th is Abe, then talking different.
Yeah, Falcons is like, listen, we can't get you Sim, but we'll get you a BZ.
That might be enough.
Handful for Clay.
That might.
Can you imagine the Falcons buy Abizi too, bro? And it's just Niam. The Thieves are just full rebuild around Niam.
I'm telling you though, like, because it will take that SMG to be good, you know, like that to me that's like the caveat.
If Abizi's gone, I fear they don't have much pull at all.
I could see Abizi definitely trying to, like, he's probably telling Thieves like, yo, like, just let me go, bro.
Hear me out.
Let me get bought out by someone.
These are possibilities right here. Like,
nah, we're still. Scrap and Hydra, bro, they want to either join FaZe or Optic. Like 1 or 2 of them is joining FaZe or Optic. If those teams make a change, like they're gonna end up with Simp at least.
All right, we gotta rip through these. We got 20 minutes, and I don't know if we can get through all of them. So we're starting it right now.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know, man.
All right,
I got still.
How are y'all?
I got like 20 minutes.
Yep, 20 minutes.
Good.
Yep,
All right, so here I'm gonna real quick ask a question because basically I know how to solve the entirety of the esport. So the whole thing going on in Rostermania every year is just Rubik's cubing, right, guys? So like the whole thing is just like top.
This guy's gonna solve the whole esport.
This guy go there, right? That's not the case no more. I have the solve. So let me ask this. If Call of Duty permanently retired the yearly $70 game release model and instead moved to a single permanent client where the CDL meta rotated
It's never happening,
every
brother.
season using legacy engine
We've talked about this
presets,
every year.
weapon vaults, map pools, and backed by an automated in-game Fortnite-style open cup pipeline, would that finally give us the competitive stability, definitive anti-cheat, and multi-generational pro sport structure?
This guy
franchise
did
has
this
been
with
missing for a
ChatGPT.
decade?
Did you get ChatGPT to generate this?
No. So
Holy
I'll be honest with
ChatGPT,
you.
bro.
I'll be
That's
honest
not
with you.
bad, but they're losing. But money talks.
Yeah.
No, because the $70 model actually restricts the money made from the cosmetics, which is why the games right now like Fortnite and Valorant are so huge, because the majority of their money made is made on content that is held for years. So
yeah, but they had to carry forward for like 2 years. COD had carry forward for like 2 years. Look, I think Microsoft's, to answer your question, Microsoft, when they acquired Activision, it leaked about 6 or 7 months ago, and I'm making a joke that they were looking at all the models for Call of Duty because they wanted to be open-minded. That included potentially going away from the yearly release. We haven't really gotten much news on that, and I would be surprised at some point they do it. But to Dale's point, like the biggest entertainment launch every year is Call of Duty.
Yeah,
they make a lot of money off a launch. They would have to make sure the economics make sense because they're a public company. They can't justify taking a $1 billion fucking bath if they pivot away just to
What
fix
if
the Call of
COD
Duty.
made a
That's what the
competitive
Ultimate
client
is.
though,
They
just for the
re-released
pro,
same
like
game. What did
just
that
for
sell?
like
And
just
then
for
that-
comp?
Copies of BO2 and then like a couple more million of BO1.
But that supports what I'm saying, because if you
I guess that'd get
intertwine the
mixy with
systems together in a
challengers.
one
But I
client
guess
like
if you
that,
just made
don't
one,
alienate the casuals and the competitive players. They can exist simultaneously, and while they make money,
I wonder
because it's gonna
what
work like
percent of the
Fortnite's online and
audience would
Counter-Strike
just play
works, is
that
on
over
one system,
buying the
and the
new
monetary
game
value is
though.
made through cosmetics.
I'm just not sure
like the
competitive
casual
is
player.
as
but
valuable
Fortnite,
as you think it is.
okay. Fortnite's a bro. You cannot compare COD to free to play games. That is not going to end well.
Why not?
Okay, why? League of Legends, Fortnite, free to play games. You don't have to pay $70, but it's soon going to be $80 and $90 to barrier entry to play a title, bro.
No, the barrier to entry is already bad enough. It needs to go free to play so that the entire scene can grow, competitive can grow, and casual can grow based on that. Because
Okay, so are you going to make that case to the massive majority of holders of stock of Microsoft saying, yeah, we're going to eat $1 billion off the rip with the hope that we make $4 billion in a couple of years?
Shit. The only franchise that has that level of potential is this one. It's the only one begging for that. It's
Ben
the only
has
one.
met his match.
Yeah, so you're gonna go to the Wall Street hedge fund firms and the VC equity money that own and other large entities that own parts of Microsoft to make that pitch. Good luck for you, brother. I hope you succeed, man.
Absolutely, I appreciate it, but it's one that's going to happen probably in the future, and me presenting this is just putting it out into the universe, and I really appreciate your guys' response, but it's probably going to be the future, and I hope it's
thanks.
fixed.
It's not
Thank you, Cher.
It's not a bad take. It's like a perfect. It's
perfect world
It's
take.
not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, this
It's
guy's got to lay off the
We
chat
wish it would
GPT though.
happen too,
Holy
but
shit.
We don't control that shit, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Just letting you guys know, the three things you guys did say though, like, are all counterable, and I think they'll realize it. And once you guys see me, you'll see, guys. Just letting y'all know.
I fucking hope so. Please.
Yo,
I
that
hope it
guy's
happens.
hubris is insane.
Thank you,
I'd love that guy
I
and
would
Ben
love
to just
for that to happen. Everyone would love for that to happen. I would love for Activision to care about COD, but
Yo.
I don't know if that's ever gonna happen.
I think they care. It's just not.
Hire that guy to the CDL office, bro. Might as well.
Barely.
Collapse. Appreciate the follow. They might as well get that guy in the CDL office. Holy shit. He's going to be the Activision CEO one day.
They would time it with that and make that the anchor game on the launch of the
we gotta
console, and
rip
that
through
would
this, man.
reboot the whole thing.
Dude, Nameless has great takes, Rick. Drop Hook for Hydra.
Huge fan.
He said it earlier. Isn't that a good take?
There.
Thank you. Hey, 2-0 this week.
My main question is, how do you, as Optic, look at the potential phase roster and see Hydra and Scrap are most likely duo? I think most people agree on that. If they go to phase, how do you have the potential of getting Hydra and be like, okay, no, we're good. We got Ben Simmons. I'm not saying Hook is Ben Simmons, but like,
You're okay, LeBron. We got Ben Simmons.
I don't think Hydra and Scrap are going to phase. I think it would just be Scrap.
Like, it's an obvious upgrade. Like, comms.
No, that's what we were saying earlier. Like,
it's a really obvious upgrade. So why do you? It's the potential that I think I'm scared of the most. It's not. It's like this potentially happening is so much of a danger to the team.
But then again, phase of Simp, Hydra, Draws, and Scrap would probably be unbeatable. So I wonder, I do wonder if your phase, like, do you just do it?
It's like, do we want to lean into let's be extremely dominant and also avoid the other outcome, which is phase making this roster? And to me, the answer is yes, but that's just something that they have to figure out. Right? It's not as, I wouldn't say it's easy, but yeah, it leans towards the side of, in my mind, go get this guy that could potentially bring you over the edge so you have no comp.
Do you think that would just become a two-team league at that point? I mean, maybe gentlemen with the three, but it's like
no two teams.
It would just be grand finals, Optic versus FaZe every time. So, and I still think Optic could beat them. FaZe would probably win some chips too, but it's like, if they're guaranteed.
Imagine a year where the grand finals is the same matchup every event.
3 out of 6, and it's a better year.
That would be criminal.
I think someone would squeak like a grand finals against either one.
Maybe.
Like that.
Maybe like a mates like this. Like a mates like this could, clutch out one of the times.
You know that 20-0 builder? This team right here goes 20-0, whatever it is. The 20-0 builder,
like,
the AI thing. Yeah, like this team goes 20-0. I love Kyler's game though. It's just Hydra's just
like, can you imagine? Like, I know the league's already been top heavy, but we've at least been like a 3-4 team league most years. Bro, we're getting to the point where it's a 2-team league, and in a couple years, when people retire, it might be a 1-team league.
What's up, man? How you doing?
What up?
That guy was hilarious.
I've seen a little, some of the people talk about that Simp wants to get, the coaching staff and his boys paid. How much is that going to play a factor in teams like trying to really spend a bag on other players with Simp? Is the
Anyone
coaching
signed
staff,
anywhere? No. There
is
won't be
that
any
really
signings for a
costly?
while.
Is that big of an upgrade? I know some of y'all have better intel on that than others.
Yes, because unlike Matt Formal's take from a few years ago, coaches do actually matter in COD. I think what this phase team
now
has
he's trying to
proven.
alpha Matt right now after Matt.
Now, because Matt's saying I got alpha in last call, and so I'm an alpha Matt.
No,
on
but
this
they are.
one.
Hold on, they are. They matter, but they are
gas.
gassed. They are gassed.
So in the case of FaZe, like I think the coaching staff really proved their value this season, and I think Chris is someone that
We're not going to get signings for at least 2, if not 3, 4
I think there's
weeks, something like that.
with that group. They've had a lot of success, and if they're going to go anywhere or get salary bumps on FaZe, they want to do it as a squad.
Yeah, but I don't think it would be. Was your question is how expensive would it be?
Yeah, would that limit Sim's options at all?
Nah, Sim would still get paid a shit ton. Like coaches and the staff, get paid. They would get paid probably more if they were to go to Falcons or General Mates, but they're not getting paid insane amounts. Like a good coaching contract is probably 175 to 200. That's probably a really good one, and that's not even for Falcons or General Mates. Like if you're gonna get 3 staff members like that, that's less than one supermax contract you're giving to a player. So it's it's not that. I don't think it would hold any teams back.
It's significant. It is significant though.
You know, you could probably sleep. I don't think there's really going to be any leaks coming out today. Anything else?
Team, right?
You never know though.
That's what you got to do for Simp though. Like if you really want Simp, you
never know.
Some sacrifices.
Yeah, I mean the mere fact these guys are willing to go and get Hydra, they're clearly ready to spend money. So,
yeah. I think the Chris thing is just them and their squad taking advantage of a high leverage position because they just perform very well. A lot of more skilled teams did not play well, and they can all look to those situations and gain leverage in renegotiations. It's a smart play, that squad.
Yes, it is. All right, Poop Scoop.
Also, there's Falcons fans on the timeline that don't want Simp, by the way.
Get Chair back in here, bro.
You want to get Chair back in here?
Hey, peace out, Remy.
Yo.
I see Falcons fans on the timeline saying LOL, no thanks to Simp.
So I had a little bit of time to think about this.
We got to be high.
I really feel like we're underrating 04, Neum, some of these guys when we're talking about Rostermania, mainly because Nameless brought up a really big point earlier. I think the potential of 04 getting better this next season really needs to be in the back of some of these GMs' mind, because you have Crowder who kind of raised the floor of this FaZe team, right? Going to this year, the FaZe lost the trio. What is Simp going to do? Can Simp do it? He ended up winning another championship. So I think we're sitting here trying to say, oh, bringing in Scrap, bringing in Hydra puts them on the level of Optic or makes them competitive with Optic, but they're already competitive. 04 has already shown that he can get to that superstar level, superstar takeover potential. But it's they're forgetting that Abuza also shoots straight as well. Let's be real. Abuza's a top 4, top 5 AR in this game. He can shoot straight with Scrap. Scrap is not that much better than Abuza.
Yes, I agree. Scrap is the 100% agree.
Are we just relitigating the argument we had a fucking hour ago? Where we said difficult choices.
The whole thing is either you get both or not.
Where do you guys see 04 in this debate? Because
Dude, Rab's always got you in news, bro. Tac Rab's giving you 2 videos a day, whether there's something to talk about or not. It's a genuine skill.
Don't say you guys.
It's a genuine skill Rab has to be able to post videos every day when nothing's happening. You got to tip it.
Excellent ball this season, and was a big reason why this FaZe team won, and it's probably the best takeover in the league, especially in Respawn. But again, to relitigate what we had 45 minutes ago, they have to make tough choices and decisions here because Scrap and Hydra are available, and those are S tier players. It's just tricky, bro.
The difference with Neum is 04. I mean, this is what, second season, third season in the league. He showed that he could dominate versus the top teams. Neum, it's only his first season. They won. He had a great Sunday at Major 3, but for the role he was playing, he hasn't shown he could take over versus top teams multiple times consistently yet. So with this new Thieves roster, this is the year for Neum to show that he can go out there and get kills versus the top teams consistently.
To Dill's point, 04 showed it with 2 different teams. Neum's shown it with one God squad. So
they got cooked, Keen. I don't even remember what it was.
I 100% agree with.
13,
he played exceptionally well.
6 or something like that.
Seconds last year, winning champs this year, and that was we talked about it 45 minutes ago, as Ben said. That was my whole take. Does it move the needle enough to where you break up a champs winning roster And if you're gonna make that decision, then you go for broke and you do scrap and Hydra. That's the world that I would see.
I think if 04 and Abuza get dropped from phase,
with either of them,
they're going to like a Gentlemates, Falcons, Thieves type
I know
team.
we had that conversation earlier. What I was asking was, do we think that like
Because that's just the rumor, Remy. It's they're either getting Neptune or Mythics apparently.
I feel like you have to talk about
Nah, they're out,
kills
Kian.
being spread out
End of the
across map,
tournament.
right? You can bring in Hydra and bring in a scrap, but at the same time,
I think Abuza
there's
would
only so
definitely
many
go to
kills that can
Gentlemates
go
because
around, and it's all about chemistry. That's what
they probably. I think they're looking more for ARs.
team together to make them flow.
And
that well.
Abuza is one of the
So
best in the game.
You guys really think that
and would be
bringing in
available.
Scrap and Hydra would create like wouldn't it create more of a kill whoring thing rather than like teamwork? Because
have you watched Scrap's arrow, my boy? Scrap's got like the best arrow in the game.
But bro, the phase group demand. Listen, the one thing that Crowder does really well is he commands respect. RJ also commands respect, and they have Matt
Kinda like you,
Fisher
Benja.
and sure, but one thing Fish has done well is teach players how to be more level-headed, how to
Nah, they're just
meditate, how
playing
to,
around with ideas,
like,
Kian.
make sure that you're not getting tilted and you know how to deal with the stress and the pain, the anxiety.
I will
of
also say,
competing.
bro,
They have
a
all
thing the community
tools,
has to do
and they
better,
run a
because this
very
guy just said
strict
it,
and professional
is
camp.
just because a
You just
player
cannot
gets a
get
lot
away
of
with
kills
bullshit
doesn't
in
mean
the
they're a
camp.
kill whore.
You get pressure.
I feel like when someone gets a lot of kills, everyone just says they're a kill whore, but that's not how that works.
Find that system.
All right,
appreciate you guys.
Thank you for your question.
I can see like his perspective there. Yeah, chat. Scrap's arrow is fucking godlike, by the way.
Yeah, Ernie's very good.
Yo.
What up?
Remy, no one really knows 100%. The rumors were he wanted to play with Pred and he couldn't. He wanted more money and they wouldn't give it to him. There's a bunch. Nobody knows.
Dashy to give you another hard 2 years without considering retirement or anything like that?
I don't know about 2, but I think 1 for sure.
Dashy's great.
I'm pretty sure he said he's definitely gonna play for 1. When you get older, it's just about the passion you have. He has a great team.
Yeah.
He clearly showed he's one of the best players still in the game this year. It just depends. Does he want to go through another year of scrimming? He's probably gonna play minimum 1 more season.
He's
Maybe
on the
wants to do it
team
again,
until
plays
he's
another one.
done. Well, let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
Like
It's his choice. It's his choice.
Why wouldn't top teams try to poach away from Optic? Because their players are never going to leave.
Yeah.
Sure, you could throw them a big bag from the Falcons, but Optic players make a lot of money, and they make a lot of money
That was crazy. That was
from content as well.
He's like, yo, no, you're 30. Like, how are you doing it? You're 30.
And teams might try to poach from Optic, but I don't know. They've never heard it.
He's got it now, so like
They're just never going to
he
leave.
deserves to
Optic
go
also
till the
treats their
wheels
players
fall off,
really
or
well.
would you respect more if he like stepped down?
And
while
they're a
there's,
competitive team that can win, so they basically have everything. They have the money, they have the they have the winning capabilities, they have the fan base. Like, I mean, it's a full package.
So like his real life, like his metabolic age is probably like 23, bro. This guy is still young, man. So I
True,
think,
but it could also be like other motives, like maybe just he wants to do something new, or he's probably going to go into content with Optic as well. So maybe he just considers taking a different route eventually as well.
I think it's to what Dill
He's a
said,
gamer.
bro. If he's got the talent, bro. If he doesn't have the passion anymore, I'm sure.
Yeah, get Preston in there, bro.
wait, how come
that guy
he doesn't have
sucks
the
at
passion?
COD. Holy
He
shit.
doesn't have the passion. This guy has hella passion. He's 27. And he's probably the true MVP, right? Would we agree?
Yeah, but to my point, it's like what Sam did. It's like Sam knew that he could probably still play for a couple more years and still shoot straight, be an impact player. But like, if I'm getting on and I'm not giving 110 to my teammates watching VOD, I'm letting my team and my org down.
Yeah, but Sam didn't have 8,000 fans chanting Bruce. Like, it's a bit different. You know the dopamine Brandon gets at every event? It's way different, bro.
Yeah, it's just probably insane.
Yeah. It's got to be insane.
I think Brandon's got a couple more years.
Arena. We need to do Legacy Weekend in Arena next year. Please, let's do Legacy Week at like American Airlines Center.
I'll also say
Want to make MW4 a 5-player game? Comp's never going back to 5v5, bro.
I think Optic kind of fosters an environment.
It's never going back.
Kind of fun for the players. Like, they do a lot of stuff together. They have a lot of content.
And maybe growth, but
you've seen these guys all the time, and it looks like they're having a good
Red
time.
Core is going to get offers from other teams, and I don't know if he's going back to Miami.
From what I see,
and nor do I think he should. I think he should expand his horizons and actually try to chase a team that can win. Because the Heretics, I just don't think are going to do it.
Stress, all that shit. And yeah, that shit could make
Rencor is going to get offers from like some solid teams, and I feel like he'll leave.
So I don't think that's coming.
He's not retiring anytime soon. I'm so tired of people asking when he's going to fucking retire. Next question.
And the other part is he has a God Squad alongside him playing Godlike, so there's just no reason to stop.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got like 9 more minutes. I have a hard out in 8 minutes.
Well, we have to get back to chair. We have to get back to
I have a haircut of 4, so I have a haircut of 4.
Your hair looks fine right now.
And if you cut it off, it might not grow back.
Damn.
Bald? Oh, sorry.
No, I'm not going bald. Next question. What's
Benji's getting a haircut, bro. His hair's already short.
Question, since Ben has to go bald in a few minutes.
W.
So the first one is, what do you guys think of a roster of Kremp, Ghosty, Aluka, and Kismet?
Extremely mid, but yeah, fuck with it.
Yeah, they're gonna probably get 4th a couple times, maybe a lucky 3rd here and there. Then some 6, some ace. You know, not bad though. It's just like a bunch of B tier players, and how good will they get?
Yeah,
I think there's
You're
an
off the GM. Are you making a change? No, I'm not making a change personally.
on that team, as long
I think Optic. They prove they can win. They have great chemistry. They like playing together.
That could be a good squad, but to your point, there'll be some.
I don't think there's any reason to make a change. I also think I just couldn't I personally could not look Hook in the eyes and tell him he's dropped. I couldn't imagine having that conversation.
All right, and the next question is, do you think that Sib is doing a disservice to himself by automatically going and hopping on a team with Pred after everything that's happened to him in the past couple of years? I feel like Sib could get on much better teams.
Yeah, honestly, probably. Like, you could probably make a campaign to go make a nice little roster with like G2 with like Kremp or something, right? Like if he can get out of his contract with Genomates, like, or Koi or something. Like I think either of those situations would be better.
Yeah, I think. Well,
Yeah, but he's done so much more for them since the last time they dropped him.
This particular offseason, there's going to be the Thieves Open, probably. Toronto Koi Open, probably. M80, are they going to come in and spend money? Do they want to build a good team?
Yeah.
Falcons, depending on what happens, if they can't get everyone, they can maybe go there. So it's like Surge, they're coming in and spending money too. It's like these players that are in the waiting room in the mid pack.
I will say, I feel like the way this is shaking out next year, it's going to be extremely top heavy, but the middle of the pack might be kind of interesting.
Committing to
like 3 through like 9 might be actually kind of interesting.
Yeah,
it's troll.
I agree 100%. Sib is probably the guy.
Like Ravens are going to be pissed, Cloud9 are going to be pissed.
Or you might just.
But other than that,
because you're like the direct.
The other teams might actually be good. Like it might be like the top 2 are godlike, and then you have
So if he does
8
that,
teams in the mid pack, and then you got 2 teams that are at the bottom.
All right, man. All right, let's get Turtle.
What if Bruce retires? You replace him? Should Optics getting 8th every event? I don't know if Merc could carry me out of top 8. I'm ass. What's that?
Yeah, dead ass. It might be like making Sunday is like getting first.
Everywhere.
If you can make Sunday, it's like getting first. Rumors are Ravens got sold. Actually,
look at this, Sib. You see
I haven't heard that.
Goodbye. All right, that's all I took from that.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna wait. He's not gonna.
They must have really decided we don't want the money we're asking for because they wanted like $6 million. And I really hope no one spent that.
Team if he waits.
What do you got for us today, Turtle?
So today, who has had a bigger impact on Optic, Merc or Shotzi?
Entire career?
No, competitive for when they've joined Optic.
I'll probably go Shotzi still.
Who won $6 million? Ravens.
Yeah, yeah, just because Shotzi's giving you a consistent level.
According to Tack Rab, he heard Ravens been sold. Damn.
Right? Like, I mean, Merc's been on the team for.
Giving you all a consistent.
I hope so.
Since he's entered.
I mean, Shotzi won a champs
12 months. So it's 12 months. Like Ant's been doing it for longer than 12 months. This has been a great 12 months for Mace, but like slow the roll on that one.
But then, like, what if they didn't have both? Like, what if they just had Shotzi? And we saw when they just had Shotzi, it was rough going, but they were still winning some chips. If they didn't have Shotzi, they just had Merc and were working with that. Could they have done the same thing? Who knows?
And if they were to just pick right now, if Optic had to pick one player to keep between those two, it's probably still Shotzi, right? So
yeah,
probably.
I hope Ravens are gone.
Merc's impact has been like
someone might have got fleeced if they actually paid what Ravens wanted, unless they dropped their. I don't see Ravens dropping it that much though.
Optic doing Optic things again.
I mean, I think Boston sold for like $1 million, if not maybe a little bit less.
There's context to it too.
Also, just defaults this every time.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say quick. I also just defaults this every time. Dill, you know the elite SMG will always
Let's go,
trump
Sphinx.
the elite AR when you're talking about roster composition.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you build your team around the sub. You always build your team around the subs, and then with Shotzi's Optic teams, there was always some bullshit happening. There was people, the hand injury, like just other stuff happening.
I wonder who Abeezy
With
wants
Merc,
to team with.
granted,
Now
that
they're
team's 0
talking about you
18,
always
but
build
they
around
had
the elite
pieces to
sub.
still be great, and he was
If
just the
it's
piece
no
they
scrap,
needed.
no
So they
Hydra,
probably
I wonder
win
who
everything.
Abeezy would want to team with.
18's a myth.
Like who would Abeezy want to go pick up with this team?
Wait, why is it a myth?
They did not lose 18 straight. They beat Falcons in the minor.
Yeah, but we're talking about the league matches, though.
I know. I'm just trolling.
Yeah.
All good. Turtle trolls appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, don't forget the graphic, Ant.
I will. I'll show it at the very end. All right, we got to rip through
I
these
got room for
quick.
2 more questions. 2 more.
All right,
And
bet.
He's lost full.
Oh.
Probably.
Pull up this graphic.
go, bro.
Sorry.
Just a quick one. Is it just me that thinks Rostermania is gonna pan out kind of shit? Like Optic won't change, Phase won't change. Scrap and Hydra probably will just go to Genemates and then that's it. I don't really see Optic and Phase shaking up that much. I don't know why it's kind of like the main go-to for everyone. Well,
No, I think
understand
there'll
why.
be
I just don't think
changes.
it will happen.
I think
But
there'll be
why?
changes. Because there's going to be changes. What else do you want me to say?
who do
Like
you
it's
think
going to happen.
Benjay's leaking, bro. Benjay's leaking.
12 teams are changing though, or do you think?
No,
there's
I think
one?
Optics. I think the Optics the only one that I'm uncertain about. I think
Benjay's leaking,
I would
Phase
say more
changing.
likely than not, I think the other 11 teams all change.
Oh my gosh,
I think
Benjay
Phase
leaking
gonna
Phase change.
Probably for sure. Optic is the one where I'm like, okay, maybe not. But
Wow, so
I think
FaZe
they're
are
gonna change
actually about to
regardless.
sign Scrap
And
or
then
sell
everyone
Simp.
else by that
One of the
will
two.
change as well.
I
So,
think
like,
I
the 12
understand
teams.
like the other teams, but I just mean those top two. I don't see Phase changing either. Personally.
Nah, I think Phase will
But-
end up being Scrap Hydra Draw Simp the more I think about it.
Minimum, yeah. I think at minimum it will be that if Simp stays, because who knows? If Simp leaves, all hell's gonna break loose.
They think FaZe make a
Yeah,
two-man
fair enough.
change.
That's-
Holy
That's
shit.
just how I see it, but that's fair.
Wait, who are you a fan of, King?
I'm a Scrap fan. I don't really care what team he's on. As long as Scrap's on it, I'm a Scrap fan.
Oh, so like a LeBron fan, basically.
Yeah.
The worst type of fans. All right, man. Thank you for the question, bro. Appreciate it.
Come on.
Nah, Benjay knows a bunch. He's of course gonna have intel it's gonna be wrong, but I mean, bro, if Ben's gonna have any sources on any team, it's gonna be FaZe.
Those are okay.
Dude, Atrix, that's what I said the other day. That's LAT's best chance. If they can swing in here and steal the Simp deal.
Rostermania for like a week now or however long. I think it's time to bring up the conversation of the format. Rostermania talk's been good, but when is the CDL gonna change the format?
They ain't
And are
changing
we
the
gonna
format,
see
brother.
more of a
Maybe they'll switch the way
Halo-style
online matches
format
work a
or
bit.
like what it was in BWC. Open bracket for these challenger teams. Like challengers popped off this year more than it has ever popped off, and like an open bracket style like format would be electric going into next year.
So I can take this one if you want it.
Oh, God.
There are going to be format changes for next season. They're being actively discussed right now. And the core goal is that they want to try and feature amateur teams more at each major. I don't think we're going to have like an old CWL style event at every major. But like the league and the other owners have seen what people like Bush have done, Tom's done with the Stallions, Optic with the Huntsman, Team War, Omid. They understand that Tier 2 drives a lot of interest and a lot of discussion. They understand the bottom parts of the team in the league, or the bottom teams in the league, don't do much from a marketing perspective, and you can argue those other teams do more. And they want to kind of create more interest, especially in the beginning of tournaments.
So more
on
pro-ams
Thursday
next
and
year, it
Friday.
sounds
it's
like.
being heavily discussed format changes.
Do you think it's going to be more like that Halo style now where there's like a true open bracket?
When is LAT Legacy Week? Preston, my org doesn't do content, bro. You know this.
It's just gonna be like pro-ams. Like
Yeah, that's more than like that
It'll
old
be more like
CWL
it'll be
style.
more like proms. Yeah, it won't be like a full open bracket where they lead into it probably, because that would just be the old COD.
LAT
format.
doesn't do content, Preston.
They might. Do
Here's
some
what.
stuff where it's like
But hey,
there's
at
a
least Octane goes
qualifier
live.
for like the top 4 elite teams, and then you play.
I think
in a pool
Octane. I
play,
think
and
as long as
there's 2
Octane goes
pro-ams now,
live, they feel like they're doing
it-
enough.
Yeah,
But there won't be like just a complete open bracket, and then you end up in the pros. I wish there was. But I don't think it'll be like that.
My guess is that they will look at the EU, MENA EU, NA elites, and use those as funnels into teams into some bracket format. That is the most likely scenario I've heard. What that looks like, I don't know, but they're going to make those elites very important because if a team wins that or you get second, you'll be able to play against pros at the major.
Do you think the holdback from going into the more Oprek style because of the like money these teams paid to be into franchising, essentially?
That and that limits the amount of venues you can get into. You can't go into like a stadium venue because we're, you know what I'm saying? Like you have a scheduling problem and a number of days problem at that point.
It's also like, what are you
So I think
really
you'll still
trying?
get
What are you
those-
trying to do? You're trying to showcase the
Yeah.
elite challengers teams, and the easier way and a more effective way to do.
Yeah,
that
hopefully
is
the
probably
format
just
changes are good.
pro-ams, but have them like qualify, right? Going
I
into
know
it rather than
Daniel
just,
Say
like,
also
the
said they
best
don't
of
want
it.
like every event to
Right,
be a
it's all-
pro
it's
am
all
now.
comes down to, like,
So I
money
could see a
and what's
world where next
effective
year there's like
what's
2,
the
maybe
end
3 of
goal.
the events are pro
Which I
ams
think
or
they
something
can
along those
accomplish and,
lines.
Like, kind of do what you're saying with
Extra
what Ben said.
replaces
I think we'll
Exit,
probably just
W
have one of
take.
those.
Maybe if they don't get Simp and Hydra.
One last question about
Very quick.
very quick with Rostermania. In regards to Sib, I saw he was in here earlier. Like, do you think that Sib would be better served with like a like a much better coach, like say like a Cinder or a Crowder that like get his fundamentals in a much better place to play better? Because I think that's something he's lacked like massively on every team he's been on, is that like really solid coach that's like kept him in check.
He's had great coaches. Coaching is not the problem with Dante.
Yeah.
What coaches has he had that been quote unquote great?
Sender. He was coached by Sender and Dero on subliners. Then he was coached by.
But that was
Levin
arguably
at
when
the
he
start.
played his best, though. Like, so since then, he's not been at that
Dante's
level.
problem is not a coaching problem. It's he needs to be an impact player more consistently to be considered an elite level AR again.
Yeah, we just
That's
got to
the
find
issue.
some consistency. Sib can pop take over. We saw it earlier in the year, but he's always been kind of like that, in my opinion, like X Factor type of guy. Also needs the right pieces around him, which is why I think he shouldn't just insta sign to the Surge, because I think he will have offers. I mean, would like a nice coaching staff help him? Probably.
Yeah. Appreciate your question, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, good one, guys.
All right, so that's the end of the episode, but we do have one final thing. It's the Codcast stat of the week. Shout
This
out
is
to Turtle,
ridiculous.
friend of the show.
By the way, this stat.
Of the last 18 grand final winners, minors included, 17 of them have been Optic, FaZe, or Thieves, story franchises. Thieves entering a rebuild, so that's probably going to change. And then Gentlemates are the only team outside of top 3 to win one, which is kind of just interesting to see when you feel like there's been
That's crazy.
more parity in the league. Really, like, these guys have been dominating.
That's actually
And
absurd. Bro,
I know the answer to this. so
The
that's good.
last
I'll think of one more
18 grand
EWC
finals,
series,
including
and another
minors,
team with
Gentlemates are the
13
only
total.
team
What
that
team
won
has the
one
second
outside those top 3.
EWC.
Probably Miami, I would think.
No, 2 away. They were 2 off.
There were 2.
It's got to be Thieves.
Yeah. Miami is in third.
Thieves.
Yeah. Yep. Thieves.
Yeah, Thieves number 2 in EWC wins.
Yeah.
W.
How many in chat
And
actually
they got
knew
third
that?
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
because
one's
they got
insane.
second, they got second, 8th, and 3rd.
That was insane, but to finish this show, this is why Rostermania's taken a while. Optic and Face.
Thieves' best champs and best EWC placement in the last few years was with the rebuild team in MW3 chat. How about that?
Yeah. And at the same time, it's typical because Thieves have had, a rebuild in the midst of all this, right?
Yeah.
So shout out to them. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching.
How
We will
about
have
that?
more episodes throughout this off season. They will be announced on Twitter via me or Ben and the Codcast page. Make sure you follow it. It's in the description below.
It's a W
Leave
stat, though,
and,
Turtle.
this
Good
was a
work,
fun
man.
season, man. Rambo Ray couldn't be here today.
Hey,
He was
at
with the
least
baby,
all
but
I know
he will
is
be
that the
appearing.
Thieves.
And whether or not we can get him to talk
We will
about
be back.
Rostermania is yet to be known.
We will be back.
We're talking about Rostermania. Shocked, but
Chat, let me cook, bro. Let me cook.
Thank you as
I'm gonna
always, and
make sure
Dill,
the Thieves are all right,
friend of the
chat.
show.
Chat, don't
Appreciate
worry
you,
about
man.
Thieves. I'm him.
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
I'm my simp shit. You know what I'm saying?
Take it easy, everyone.
I have no pull. I have no say.
W show.
Dill, thank you, bro.
I got to bounce.
Ben, how much do I get paid for that, Benja?
$0. Talk to nameless
give me-
Lily.
They don't even know who I am, bro. Hey, JHB was on the Thieves account in my chat the other day, though. So, like,
See you guys on the
maybe.
next stream. Thank
You know what I
guys
mean?
for the subs
Maybe.
and the resubs today. More Rostermania tomorrow. I'm gonna take Sunday off. I'm gonna send you guys over to Mr. Dill.
Man. That's just, bro. The Thieves will be back on top, chat. It might be a year break, but they come back. They will find I kind of hope they take a chance on some talent. Rather than picking up like some mid-pack players that kind of feel like known quantities. Like it'd be kind of, because you got to think next year, not like MW4, like going into 2028, Abizi and Neum will be free agents. So like you need to have pieces that people might want to play with. And like, sure, I guess they could go get like Kremp or Rencor and like those guys are still going to be good. But bro, imagine if you got like a Luca or like DK or Ethan and those guys turn out to be godlike. And then it's like, holy shit, you come team with like a star player. Falcons are joining the bidding war? For what? For Simp? Yeah, it's cooked. Yeah, Falcons want to get Simp. Falcons want to get Simp, Hydra, Scrap, and Celium. Obviously, they already have Celium. Falcons are about to spend probably like $3 million on salaries if they pull that off, dude. Yeah, Thieves need some franchise players. I just feel like, bro, if you think about the Thieves at their best, it was like off the back of... It was off the back of like dead-ass franchise players, your Octanes, your Kennys. You know what I mean? Like, I want Thieves to be an org that has a player or two that is like the franchise piece. Like you look at Optic and they have Shotzi, right? And Dashy. You look at FaZe and they have Simp. And we'll see if they still have them in a little bit here. But like, I feel like that's like the best orgs are like that, bro. The best orgs have a big brand. They have like a known star for a long period of time. They just got to make some content, bro. I really feel like that would actually do so much, and you don't even understand. Could have been with Joe, but they got Hydra, so like, and I guess Envoy. But Joe also, people overgassed that Joe Deceives thing. Joe Deceives was not that good at MW3. He was good, don't get me wrong. Like, at the end of the year, he's probably like B tier. But you're taking Envoy or Hydra in that moment over Joe Deceives. And you need to get Envoy in order to get Scrap and Hydra. I could see them getting Envoy and Dan back, Outcast. I could see him running it back with those two. And I would not mind that, personally. I still think that team's probably going to end up being like 4 through 6, but... That's what I'm saying, Alex. Tell Scrap, like, listen, bro, we're going to give you 500K franchise piece. We'll get you whoever you want us to fourth on that team. We'll do whatever we can. But I still don't even know if that's going to be enough. Because if he has a chance to go team with Simp, or he could go with Hydra to go team with, like, Joe Deceives, or the Falcons, yeah, offer him $1 million, and he gets the team with another God Squad over there. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It might just be cooked. Yeah, I think Abizi and Envoy could be good together. I do think Abizi and Envoy would be solid. I just think the way Rostermania is shaking out, there's going to be like quite literally 2 super teams, and I just don't know how you consistently beat them. Like, yeah, you might upset them here and there, but to win an event against like what FaZe and Optic and, you know, Mates or Falcons could be, I don't know. I don't know. You might be fucked. Who gets Lurks? I mean, he's probably stuck on Ravens. Unless Ravens are actually selling their spot, then I don't know how that works. But I'd imagine he'd go to a good team. I could see FaZe picking up Lurks if they actually get rid of Simp. Bring Lurks in as your next piece. That would be kind of cool. He already has that FaZe connection through Zuma. Yeah, I hope so too, Amir. It would be sick, bro. I would absolutely love for Scrap to stick around and be the piece for the Thieves and sign another 2-year deal and be here for 4 seasons, maybe longer, but it's chonked. I fear it's chonked. Hey, thanks, Rick. I mean, yeah, you know, it would be a lot of dope if we had a rebuild team and they won an event. The problem is, like, bro, if you think about it, you have to probably beat some God Squad of Optic and FaZe next year to win an event, if not both of them. And especially if it's in a grand final and you got to win, like, a best of 7. I mean, bro, like, how are you supposed to do that? You might, maybe you make a final. Maybe you make a dream run. But piss, you got to beat those guys in a best of 7 or some shit. It's gonna probably be 3 to 4 weeks, Alex, if I had to guess. I mean, we'll see. Listen, the Thieves are probably, you know, not a front runner for some of these big names, but maybe they got some tricks up their sleeve we don't know about publicly. We know they have money, like the same amount of money, but they don't have the same pieces to offer as like a competitive roster. Yes, BZ and Neum are good, but Optic and FaZe have much more attractive rosters, obviously, to join. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Think the league will ever back to being not this top heavy? I mean, there might be years where we go from like a 2-team league to like 3 or 4 at the top, but the way it's, bro, we're just kind of, I think we will get to that parity again at some point, or like more parity. But right now, it's just like, how can I build the most stacked roster to win champs? But maybe in a few years from now, as maybe some players start to retire and some young talents are starting to come up, we might see a little bit more spread. What I will say is, if it's true, the league is gonna go to at least a bit more like pro-am style events. There's more likely to be parity because you'll start seeing challengers players play well, and then you'll see these challengers players come into the league and kind of get spread around, right? So there might be, and as it also looks like teams are spending money, right? If Surge are spending more, M80's coming in to spend, like, you know, G2, like Thieves, Koi, all these teams are in the mid pack.
Thanks for staying on top
you
of
appreciate
things.
you, bro.
You the GOAT.
My guy, appreciate you. Thank you. Like, we could start to see some, I was saying this earlier, we might see like 2 God squads at the top and 2 really shit teams at the bottom, but like the middle 8 teams might be really close. But it is kind of we're kind of in our super team era, bro. We're like kind of in the super team era. How many superstars can you put on a team to just talent stack and hopefully win? We've reached that point in the CDL. You never know. You never know. Hopefully Challengers continues to stay popular, and we really do. That's really our best chance, is that Challenger stays popular and you get talents from down there that come up into the league and are great, and you know, are good league quality players. We start to get these shitters out of the league that get recycled every year and end up on bottom teams every year and drop a .93 and somehow come back. We'll see, though. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, man. I can't believe that Thieves Counter-Strike team got belt, bro. What's happening? The league is cooked. Simp, Scrap, and Hydra are going to Falcons. We're all cooked. That's what I was thinking, Luke. The super team era died in the NBA, right? We got to the point where, what, the last 8 NBA championships have won by a different team? So it'll eventually die down. But it could also, it's also like, it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. We're going to get more super teams before anything gets a little easier. What's good? Abstraction, how we do, bro? Do we even know if Simp wants to leave? No, we have no idea. That's why I'm telling people to like actually like read these rumors with like not only a grain of salt, but actually read what it's saying. Because the rumors are just that like the Falcons are interested in Simp. It says nothing about what Simp and FaZe think of the situation. I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Enjoying Rostermania. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't see. There's no. I can guarantee you, FaZe don't want to lose Simp, right? I think we can all agree. There's no way FaZe want to lose Simp. But if Simp says I want to leave, that's a different story, right? Because I don't think FaZe are. I don't think they're the type of people to hold a player hostage, but it would be pretty tough. That would be really tough. Yeah, I hope the Thieves are doing their due diligence with Challengers, Bailey. I really do. That's part of the reason I wish the Thieves had like a Challengers team, or like they partnered with a Challengers team to have something. I feel like it's like easier to keep track of what's going on down there when you like are involved. You know what I mean? Like the teams that do the best, like some of these teams, bro, like, dude, FaZe are about at 3x the amount of money they paid for a Luka when they sell him. Everyone laughed at Kason for signing a Luka, and now look at it. Right? If you know what you're doing, you can actually find these next talents and either bring them onto your team, or you could keep them and loan them, keep them and sell them. It's not easy, but it's doable. What AR do you think mates pair at Scrap? I can see a world where they bring Ghosty back. Or they could go try to they could kind of hijack an Aluka deal from the Falcons. We know they're interested in Kips, but it doesn't seem like Koi are going to sell Kips. Yeah, I think the Ghosty Hydra shit is overblown. I feel like the community made up drama between them. Yeah, Luka said he wasn't signing. He's 90% not going to Falcons. So bring him to LAT. Bring him to LAT. I mean, if the thing to me is like, if Luka doesn't think he's going to Falcons, I feel like that, like, who's taking his spot? Right? Like, that's the only, like, who would possibly be taking a Luka spot on Falcons? Because it feels like he should be a lock. I mean, the guy is godlike. He played for the Falcons like almost all year in challengers. The organization treats him well. He loves playing for them. So like, if he's not going to end up there, to me, it sounds like Falcons have someone they think is better taking that spot. It's like, why would you not keep him? Exactly. Unless they're siding Sip, Scrap, and Hydra. Right, then it's like, holy shit. I would love a Luke on Thieves, though. I say bring him in. I think, honestly, I think a Luka as an AR with Neum would be pretty good, too. I think they'd be a good duo. And then your other sub, I don't know who you bring in, but Kremp, Envoy, maybe. Would it be easy want to go to Falcons? If they're paying him a lot of money and the roster is competitive. Yeah, Rencor. Rencor is going to get... I feel like Rencor is going to get offers and he's not going to be back on Miami. I could see Rencor ending up on... It just depends how... The problem is we have to wait to see what happens with Scrap and Hydra. And now Simp, apparently. No one else is going to make a move until then. Other than the Surge, apparently. I guess they just decided we're all in on Pred and Sib. LAT Rencor. I'd be down for Rencor to Thieves. Rencor's a good player. He just has to not bait his teammates a little bit. You know, he just has to just make sure he's not baiting too hard and we'll be all right. Hey, peace out, iBody. Yeah, it's true, Bailey. It's hard to judge Neum because he had 3 superstars on his team, but I do think Neum plays the game the right way. So I feel like he's definitely a good player. It's just a matter of the right pieces around him, because I don't know necessarily that Neum's like a star. I think Neum might just be a good role player, but there's nothing wrong with that. I think Pred will have a good year next. Yeah, I think Pred will be good. I definitely think Pred will be good. I think it's just, especially if that Surge roster ends up being Sib, Pred, and like Nep. Holy shit, they're gonna explode, bro. I mean, they're actually good. They're gonna implode on the main stage at Major 2. Doing any other watch party streams? The LAT is out now. I'm trying to watch party Valorant a bit. I need to get accepted for that though. I submitted the application. I'll probably watch party some Apex. It depends if there's games that Thieves are in and they have events going on. I'll probably watch party. It's just a matter of getting approval. Every like league and game has its different like rights and things like that. Some things are easy, some things are more difficult to get approval for. And I'm not trying to get copyright striked and get my YouTube channel taken down. So we're gonna be careful with that. We're gonna be very careful about that.
Dashy's gonna be holding an iron up front. Merck's kind of just like he's not really entering, but
well, he's gonna have to entry. Like
Yeah, I saw Lucas said that.
And that's kind of what
I hope he goes to Thieves, bro.
Aggressive sub on
Optic aren't changing.
He's kind of just
yeah, I think Optic's the least likely team to change.
Merc off his best role and then putting him into
But
a role where it's like he's gonna have
I
to
don't know, bro.
sacrifice
It could
a
be
little
one of
bit
those
for
things
the
where it's like
team
if
as
Scrap
well,
goes
and
to
if he
phase, Optic maybe feel like they have to try to just stack the talent. When's open beta? Next weekend.
you think in a slower game like
A week from now on Friday is COD next, and then the beta's after that.
so much head banging, and there's gonna be more like lockdown.
Mate's gonna be Joe D, Hydra, Scrapaluca. I mean, that team would be great, bro.
It's not really gonna be like.
I really do think there's a world where
the way COD is played,
Mates just end up getting Scrap and Hydra, and the Rostermania is a little more straightforward than we to what we thought it was gonna be.
Still gonna be able to move very fast. And at the beginning of the year, you're
But
gonna see more ARs and people playing.
who knows?
But in competitive,
Storm,
COD,
appreciate the
every
follow.
year, what happens? It speeds up throughout the game every year because sub players get more comfortable with the routes they could take. And you just need pressure and trades in the hill. Like it's not gonna be slow. Like people think we're going back to like COD 4 or something. No, it's gonna still be pretty fast.
No, I hear you do. I appreciate
Of course.
it.
No, I appreciate you. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, thank you very much, Joshy, with the reset. 18 months. W Joshy. Let's fucking get it. Welcome back to the attachments. But yeah, COD never it slows down the beginning until you learn the routes. Was how you line? I think you said it was very slow. I played it.
Yeah, next weekend is the early beta, and then the open beta is like the week after that.
Slide on cars.
I think it's like what, Friday through like Monday or Tuesday's the open beta, or the closed beta, and then whatever it is, Tuesday to Friday or some shit like that is the open beta. I'll definitely be streaming some COD.
Make a slow game.
Trying to see what's up with that game.
So
it's probably gonna be pissed, but you know, here we are.
It's gonna be sped up.
Scrap Rencore AR duo.
What the fuck is this?
Could be interesting. It's not gonna happen, but you never know, I guess.
Answering a question, Zenster, what the fuck is
Gotcha,
this?
Ken.
What is what?
What the fuck do you mean? What is what? Your profile picture. What do you mean? What is what?
It's a Tachi-chan.
Japanese Thunder God Raiden? Come on, bro. You don't know?
Did you make this?
I did.
It looks pretty cool. All right. What do you have a question, or what do you want, Zenster? You're already tilting me with this picture.
Okay, I'll make it quick. Do you think this season that they will allow coaches on stage, like they did at EWC? I personally think they should. I mean, I think it'd elevate the players. I mean, it would put the coaches up and they're like stock as well. I would love to see fucking Clay go rogue and just talk shit to like a team across the stage.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts?
I think if the players and the like orgs really push for it, I think the CDL can make it work. I don't think they're gonna care enough to do that though, or want that. So, I would like it because I feel like it gives the coaches like actual like reason.
I think
to be
coaches
at the
on stage
event
is
and
cool.
some dope.
I don't mind the coaches on
Because,
stage.
coaches
I feel
is
like
cool to
it's just
see
a little
them sit
different.
behind
It's
the
kind of more.
scenes
It's
in
kind of
the
more
dugout,
fun.
But it's also way more aura to see Clayster on main stage, Crowder on main stage, Karma on
But
main
yeah,
stage,
I think
like,
Attach
all
is
those
right. I
players
don't see a world where
with their
the
team, so
owners are like really
makes it
gonna
more fun for the
petition for that to
coaches,
happen.
and it's cool to
They got
watch
bigger
too, and
fish to
then
fry.
If it were to happen more, people will get a lot more comfortable. So I think we'd get some.
I'd much
really
rather
cool
them worry
listeners,
about fixing
and
the
then
format
also
or like
just like we're gonna see some
making the
different
league
strategies
better
throughout the year. So
than worry
I
about
don't think
getting
it will
coaches on
happen
stage.
unless people fight for it. But I don't think the teams and players will fight and really bring it up.
Damn, that sucks. But also shout out Slasher. Please somebody sign him. That's the GOAT right there.
Yep, Coach Slash. I'd love to see him in the league.
I'd be down to see Slasher come coach LAT.
I appreciate it.
Especially if Hydra leaves with Sender.
See you.
The guy's profile.
Bring Slasher in because Sender's like a big SND guy, so you fill that gap.
You know, like they put me on the Asian like military leaders body. They do an old Asian AI guy. Or
Kind of cool.
Like.
But chat, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna hop off. I got other things I need to work on, but I'll be back. I don't know if I'll be live this weekend. I told Kayla I'd spend time with her because I haven't seen her like at all the last couple weeks because I was busy and she was busy and it just hasn't been mixing. But I'll definitely be live and videos out and stuff over the next few days and into next week as well. So appreciate you guys. A little 3.5 hour stream, something light today, something light, but we'll be back at it for sure. If anything crazy happens, Rostermania Live, I might just go live. I'll tell Kayla, listen, you gotta let me do this. But if not, I'll probably see you guys maybe early next week, Monday, Tuesday. I'll go live. We could yap it up, do something. But chat, appreciate y'all. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good rest of your day. And if anything crazy happens, maybe I'll see you again soon, chat. But peace out. Have a good one. Let's go, W Ross.